response team.
The Avengers Initiative was shut down.
This isn't about the Avengers. These people may be isolated, unbalanced even, but I believe with the right push, we can do exactly what we need.
War is it won by sentiment, Director?
No, it's won by soldiers.
Right now, every single one of you out there, have a chance to be a part of the greatest organization the NFL has ever seen, the Dallas Cowboys. And you are fans of a championship football team. And what do? You blog. You blog so hard that you're running up and down the internet all night long. If it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you got to get another story out, you blog. You know why? Because you know more about your team than anybody else. There's 32 teams in the league. 32 teams. You expect them to know every team like you know yours? Wait, they don't. They don't. And how do you do this? You go to the Dallas Cowboys show, you get a blog, and you blog about the Cowboys. You blog all night long about the Cowboys. You tell people what they need to know about the Cowboys instead of letting people tell you. That's what you did all last year. No more. You know why? Because we have the internet. All you have to do is have heart. And you can do it. You know why? Because you're a fan of a championship football team. And a fan of a championship football team, they give everything. They give everything they got to help their team make it to the Super Bowl. And if you're not willing as a fan to give it all you got, then you go to the New England Patriots. Blog, 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 blog. There's nothing better than that. Nothing more fulfilling. Nothing more special. Blog.
Ah, man. Every time I hear that, man, it's like he just says it like he said it yesterday or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we know what we're here for. We got a mission. We got a mission. So this is the mission today, man. We go get on the record. All right. I think it's always good to get on the record. Some shows is gonna be for history. I think this is gonna be one of them. Shout out to everybody that's watching on all the channels. Obviously, we want to go around first, and we go get right into the content. So we can go in the order from left to right. I'm Boss Cowboy, Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. Lou.
I'm Lou Takes, LOU Takes. Do this for the first, blame last, congratulated. Good for the big dogs, man.
The big dogs.
Yo, it's yours truly, Mr. Always Making Plays. You can catch me on all social media platforms at AMP. Don't forget the D Sports.
We ain't got your audio, big.
Excuse me. It's raggedy. It's raggedy, man.
What's going on,
there we go.
Big Time is in the house. Big Time show in the building with the brothers. And, of course, all of those that are in the DC universe. Privileged to have you here. Listen, it's easy to find me on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. I'm everywhere, man. Just come on in. Glad to be with all of you. And, of course, to be with the captain, the one and only Boss Cowboy.
Oh, yeah, man. You the captain. My boy up the captain, and Lou the captain. I sure appreciate it, man. Obviously showing love. I appreciate that. So what we here to talk about, man, I can't wait to get in this. Boom or bust. See, these are one of those shows that's kind of fun. Because, see, at this point, wouldn't y'all agree that pretty much everybody should probably have a good hand on what's going on with the draft?
Absolutely.
I will hope so.
Yes, by now. They'll know
What was that song? If you don't know me by now,
shoot.
And
Yeah.
They don't know by now.
that's a good one.
you'll never ever know me.
And look, if they don't know by now, they are.
Yeah, you better listen to him.
Hey,
That pentagram.
hey, as a good pastor once said, it's time for everybody to bring in all wandering minds. Bring them on in. Bring them on in.
Oh, Lord.
So, my boss say, what it do, man? What's going on, my brother? What's going on, Caston? So, getting right into it, man. All right. So, first, my boy Marcus Mosher, he said, new update to the expert consensus board. So, the first time, you know, when I started first doing draft content, obviously, you know, when you start putting your opinions out there, you might get a little bit nervous, right? But then I figured out something. I learned something, and we could even do this. We might play with this tonight. I said I stopped caring about expert consensus boards the moment I realized that 40% of first rounders are outright busts. So that came out a long time ago, and we can go test this too. We can go look at any draft. I say we go back 3 years. We can just look at it. I think 3 years would be fair to go back to, because now you gave that player 3 years to really kind of work out.
Yeah.
And so before we even get into this, maybe let's play with that. What y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, because the position that takes the longest is DT. So how long do you say DT take?
3 years.
Then
3 years.
Everybody else should be already ready to go.
So before we do that, real quick, I said never copy or concern yourself with a group with a D average. Do your own work and trust your own eyes. If you do, you will be right more than wrong. And so, who had more production last year out of Neighbors and Thomas?
Was it Thomas?
Gotta be Thomas.
Who had Thomas over Neighbors?
Nobody.
Oh, you did.
You did, Bo?
It was few and far between.
I did say he was a better LSU receiver.
Oh, you did?
I did. I saw more. You know. Yeah. Hey, look,
I'm serious, y'all. I'm serious. Going to the black got major benefits. If you go to the black, come up with your own list. I'm telling you, you're gonna be right more than you're gonna be wrong. Neighbors was the most popular, and Neighbors is still the most, I would say, the better route runner, but the better athlete was Thomas. And I put him over. I was like, I don't care what none of y'all say. Yeah. So anyway, so let me go back. I want to look at 3 years ago. So we said, we going back to 2002? Y'all want to look at the 2002 draft?
I'm with it.
02 or 22, you said?
Yeah. 22, my fault.
I was like, ooh.
And you know what I did? I put in 2002 too. Hey, y'all know why I'm delusional right now. Y'all know why.
Boy, look. Hey, y'all.
Don't tell me.
I just want to go ahead and let y'all know right now. DC Universe has been putting in that work, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. The presentation that we are packaging together for you all as far as draft weekend is concerned, I'm gonna just tell you right now, and this ain't no shots at nobody. This is just me beating my own chest and beating the chest of the brothers and sister that I've been working with. It's gonna be second to none, y'all. Second to none. And when I tell you second to none, I mean second to your big letter networks, your ESPNs, your CBSs, your ABCs, your FS1s, all of them. We gonna put them to sleep. And then your other content creators, they gonna be doing their thing. and I'm not knocking any one of them, but the assembly of content creators that's gonna be on this stream, you're gonna definitely want to tune in. Please believe it.
Okay, so let's go. We're in 2022. So Trayvon Walker,
Man,
Bush. And I knew he wasn't the best. I said on the day of, I said on the day of, I like, bro, they made the ultimate mistake, bro.
Yeah,
It was so obvious. It should have been Aiden Hutchinson.
yes, I gave Aiden Hutchinson 4 stars. Yeah. So I gave him 4 stars coming out. And I didn't like the Trayvon Walker pick either. I thought they see out the gate. No, Aiden Hutchinson, boom or bust. Boom.
Yeah.
I missed on Derek Stingley.
Oh, you
I missed on him. Because he got cooked so much by D. Smith. D. Smith took his whole soul. But that's a boom. He boomed.
All pro cornerback this year.
I was wrong on that. Yeah, I felt like he was getting hyped because his rookie year, but people was ignoring that nice whooping. And see, I'm real big on how you play against NFL guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I missed on Stingley, JP. I kept it real on him because see, D. Smith just smacked him, bro, consistently. He owned him, bro. And see that shows sometimes I can have a guard in the way that I evaluate because I put a lot of stock on how you play against NFL guys. You know what I mean? So yeah. I missed. I'm being honest. I missed. Ahmad Garner, Sauce,
hit,
boom.
Sorry.
I missed on him.
you
real, bro.
By yourself.
I hit on him. He used to play a lot of trail technique to me, man. I ain't like trail. I thought trail was gonna get him smoked in the league. He came in the league and shut me up. So that's a boom. Number 5. Look like the top 5 doing their thing.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Boom. Boom. So pretty much the top 5, we had one bus.
They hit.
One bus.
All right. Akeem.
No. Who?
Womp, womp, womp. Yeah.
Who is that?
Exactly.
King the Dream. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
Boom. Bus. So that's a bus. So see, and these are people that was top 10, y'all. Evan Neal.
Jesus. Hey, man.
Bus.
Micah, man, put that man out of misery.
Boom a bus.
Bus.
For Neil, he
Evan
got
Neal.
me bus. When you get drafted that high, and they considering you obviously the best offensive lineman, one of the best, because he's the only one I think went up other than Akeem. They're saying essentially you one of the top 2 or 3 best linemen picked in that draft. So
I missed on him too. I didn't think he was gonna bust. What did you see? Y'all see. Don't get quiet now. Don't get quiet, chat now. What did y'all think?
Yeah, I didn't scout this draft.
Oh, you didn't scout this draft?
Not O-line.
Just some kind of way, man. Come on.
Yeah, I was like, I was still like a service level.
Shoot, that's why
There's some guys I know, but Evan Neal, no, I don't remember this Alabama tape.
I was high on him. Had him as my number 1 tackle, hands down. Yeah, Drake London, boom. I was high on him. Boom. All right, Charles Cross.
I think he's solid, right? Ain't he still starting?
Yeah.
He's still. I mean, he ain't.
This draft doing pretty good. They hitting on this draft pretty much.
So far, yeah.
So, but being a top 10, yeah, he's solid star.
He's solid. Yeah.
And we gonna have ratings like that where you was a top 10, but you ended up being just good. That's him.
Right.
Gary Wilson.
That's a boom right there.
Boom. 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 See, that's why I like doing this, man. Cause see now, and we gonna do this going forward. Chris Olave.
Big boom.
You say big boom?
Boom, boom. Because he remember he
came out the
started
gate
out hot.
with a K. Yeah, he came out the gate with a K. He came out the gate with a K.
Didn't he?
This draft is
push out Michael Thomas? He pushed out Michael Thomas?
No, yeah, Chris Olave straight. Now, I did a film breakdown on him. He got some his speed is what separates him. He played with good speed, but other than that, his routes is like, All right, Jameson Williams, boom,
Boom.
man, they killing him. Boy, this draft is nice.
And the next one.
Will this one get to the 40%?
And the next one.
Yeah. Hold on.
Boom. Oh my God.
You say boom? I say good starter.
Good starter. He ain't boom. Yeah.
I don't say boom.
I'm talking about the next dude.
Yeah, I know, man. This top 15.
Oh.
Definitely super boom, Mr. Hamilton.
Oh, yes.
But we got to talk Jordan Davis. Oh, we already did that. Yeah, Hamilton. Boom. Boom. And I missed on him. Boy, I was about right on him. I had him as the bottom of the first, but I was still wrong because he way better than that. I tripped. I tripped on that.
Ain't he the best player in this draft?
I don't know. This draft stacked, bro.
Aiden Hutchinson. I think
this draft nice as hell, though.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna get interesting.
Bush.
Remember Dallas wanted him. Remember the Dallas fans was on him.
But now he's on Philly now, so if Philly can fix him, Jesus.
But you notice Philly like to go after them former greats.
Former greats.
That's what they do. They go after them marshals.
And they rent them.
Yep, and they did it with the next guy. Bus.
Yeah, but double bus.
But look at who Philly tried to. They go get those dudes that was flawed formers.
They like they former draft boys too, huh?
See, now the bottom starting to get it to that 40%. Look.
Oh, Jesus.
So, Zion Johnson, you remember Cowboy fans were on the hill?
Yeah.
Bus. Traylon Burks. Bus.
I would take him today, but nah.
We'll be
height. You know what I'm
Trevor
saying?
Penny.
He ain't still there, right? Ain't he the troublemaker? No.
Yeah, he was the one that was Chief Shot King. I don't know how he's doing.
He's a starter. He just is not a pro.
I think they benched him because they drafted the tackle last year. Remember? Was it Foshanu?
Somebody said Penning is a huge bust. So you notice that in this draft, the talent was at the top. Guess where the bus started to catch up at? The bottom.
Yep.
I bet you that second round much better.
I bet you that second round better. Yeah. But guess what? I'm gonna say it early on this one. I think it's gonna be the opposite this draft. I think the top gonna be the bus, and I think the bottom gonna be the hitter.
I agree. Yep.
All right, and so Kenny Pickett, boss.
Hey, you can't blame the Steelers too, though, because if you remember, rest in peace, he died right before the draft happened, and they switched their draft plans. I forgot his. You remember the old Washington Commanders quarterback? And they panicked and went Pickett,
the one who was on the side of the road working out that morning.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name.
He passed away like.
That was Haskins.
No, Haskins. That was their quarterback, but then he passed away.
Yep.
Rest in peace too. We lost another young man today too.
Yeah, man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. So let me. I just want to say this real quick. Mental health is real. The devil is real too. Because we know he was getting in trouble as his dream was potentially around the corner.
Yep.
And sometimes the devil will start talking to you like your life is over, that you're not finna get your dream. Yet the man was still had a chance for a college degree, could have been something else outside of football if his troubles got him out of football. So everybody be very careful, man, of these voices you hear in your head. Sometimes it's not you. I meant what I said. Sometimes it's not you. Sometimes it's another force of another dimension.
Yeah.
That know how to imitate your voice and talk in third person. in the scriptures, I noticed something one time in the book of Job. Remember that Satan said that he was going to try to get Job to curse him to the face. But who actually had the words?
He said you can touch everything but his life.
Job's wife had these words, but she spoke it like it was her idea. Where did she get that idea from? That means the voice that she heard, she thought it was her, but it was another voice speaking to her. So I just want to encourage y'all, man, be very careful of these voices, man, that you hear. Sometimes you'll be going through, some people might have got locked up, some people might have, made a mistake, got fired, you might feel like a failure. And then that voice gonna start getting loud. Listen, get help, talk to a friend, go to church, whatever you do, fight back sometimes those voices. So Trent, I don't know. I had no idea about Trent.
McDuffie, he's a hit.
Is he? Oh yeah,
He a hit.
Dummy, yeah, that's right.
They won a Super Bowl. They drafted two of them.
He balled too. I remember. My bad. I'm tripping. I remember Trent now. I'm goofy. Quay Walker.
Yeah, they still drafted linebackers. So nope.
Yeah, nope, Buzz.
Nope.
Ooh, look at this.
There you go.
Gonna find out on.
Yeah.
Buzz.
He ain't no boom or bust. He a cowboy.
He a Buzz trying to get it back. That's the first way to say it. At least he's doing the right things right now. He working with a speed coach. And that's exactly what I said he needed to do. Tyler Smith.
Boom.
Boom.
No, do like Cowboy Nation. Boom.
Boom. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do him like we did him that day. Boom.
Who is that?
Who is that?
Why?
I hate offensive linemen.
Why?
Tulsa?
You should have drafted Trevor Penning.
Trevor Penning.
Yeah. Who is that? Offensive lineman? As soon as he pancake, so y'all fell in love.
Yeah, it is.
They have the most penalties ever. Why are we doing that?
Holding penalties.
Yes.
Left tackle and guard.
Tyler Lindenbaum.
Boom. They hit
Boom.
both their first round picks. Boy.
Now Dallas was high on him. Dallas wanted him. Dallas, you wouldn't have been mad.
Very high.
Yeah.
Jermaine Johnson. Boom.
Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah, solid. Yeah,
Solid.
that's solid. Devin Lloyd.
Solid, right?
I don't know.
Lloyd.
I don't know.
Lloyd.
Y'all help me.
I think Lloyd got injured, but
I think
he was
still a
solid.
solid. He's
He
a
was
rotation piece. Like he
was solid.
I didn't really like Lloyd like that out of
He
Utah.
was solid though. He wasn't no bust though.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Now this dude I thought was finna go crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all did.
Bust.
Is he a bust over there?
You ain't heard his name, have you?
That don't mean he'll bust. I don't be watching Green Bay like that, man.
Neighbors don't know. We didn't. Did he stop us?
It's okay to say on something you don't know, man.
What I'm saying is,
I don't know his name.
Wyatt and Jordan Davis, when they left Georgia, they were saying about
He was
those
better.
two, they were supposed to be the guys. So when you come in compared to that standard, they hadn't met that expectation.
He was
I'm not
his
saying
tape was
he's
better
trash.
than Jordan Davis to me. Yeah. So my boy said he's solid. I don't know.
I'm gonna say good player.
Okay. You looked him up. Now Cole Strange.
Boom.
That's a boom.
Boom.
He boomed for real.
He boom for real. I know that name.
Damn. And see, people
That's
said
their center.
they said New England reached. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
They got their guy. Because nobody had Cole Strange high, but then this also says what? If you believe in the guy, book him.
Go get him.
Go get him. Book him.
Get him.
Go get him.
Coughing on something? What was that?
Book him.
Great, and that shows the great eye of Bill Belichick too.
That does show his eye. He said, "Forget the crowd on that." Hey, see, sometimes you got to say, "Forget the crowd" and go with your guy. Straight. I love it. This is a good game. I like this game. Before we get into the other game, all right, George.
Karlaftis.
Super boom.
Hit. Yes, sir.
Super boom.
Super boom.
Super boom.
They'll get them gems, man.
Yeah, Kansas City ain't playing no games.
Late.
They always drafting that.
Yep.
Daxton Hill. I have no idea.
No, sir.
No, he's a
him quite well.
he's a bust.
Hill shouldn't even be
Bust.
drafted
He's a
first.
bust.
Yeah. So one more, last pick.
Oh,
Lewis
Ham.
Bust.
Him. He's a bust.
Yep. Because he went to Philly. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So and that pans out to what? About 40%.
It was heavy on the front end, but it was.
Oh, the front end was hidden. That was around 40%. Now keep in mind, these was the guys except Cole straight. Cole, and he ended up being the one that hit. These guys was unanimous by the expert chart, right? The expert chart said these were your guys. And we could pull up another draft and it'll be the same, where it'll be about 40%. I promise you can look at any draft and you're gonna see 40% bust rates on them. That's why I say, man, just do your own work. Don't even care about what people think. Yeah. No, I mean, just
be careful, boss. We gotta be real careful because your two choices, which is good, boom or bust. But
boom bust a good player
in college, but we gotta kind of slow up. If they're solid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that has to count. You know what
well,
I'm saying?
it does count. I think it depends on how much you was hyped, right?
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Because I can say that Pitts is solid.
Pitts solid, no question.
As a top five pick,
he's a bust based on how he was sold.
Based on how he was evaluated.
And where he was picked.
He's solid.
Yeah.
Shit, I wouldn't be mad if Pitts came with Dallas. I'd be like, we good.
If we picking top five, we ain't picking those. He's a solid player. I mean, he's a bust.
Yeah,
man.
That's the
top five.
But the perspective of butts, I like how Bishop kind of broke that down.
Yeah.
Like, it is. He said Cal Pitts ain't solid. He had 1,000 his first year. I put it like this: I take him with Dak.
Yeah,
my boy said Cal Pitts ain't solid.
I wouldn't.
You would take him?
I told you I don't like tight ends that can't block.
Ah, yes, right. That's right. All right, so let's get into the fun part. Y'all got to participate too. Now everybody got to participate.
Look, 2023 was nice too, boss.
You want to go to 23?
23 was fun.
Hold on, we could. So now I don't want to go to 23, bro, because I want to be able to get a DT's 3 years. Let's look at 21. Because I want to get a DT's 3 years. We got Lando in the house. What's up? He said, "Oh, we got squad on today. Happy Easter, early Easter to all of you." Yeah, man, I appreciate that, big dog.
What's up, Lando?
What's going on? Ooh. So hold on. Before we do this one, and we're gonna start projecting forward. Did you want to do one more going backwards?
My knowledge ain't that extensive going backwards. I'm gonna that's before I really put in work like that.
All right, let's go forward then. Let's just go forward. All right, let's get into what we came from. We say boom or bust. Now, I need every one of y'all to participate too. I don't want this just to be us on record. I need y'all on record too. Everybody need to be on record today. If you're a draft head, I want you to be on record. All right. Travis Hunter, boom or bust.
Right.
Ooh. So hold on. Let me ask this.
we starting out with a bang there, buddy.
To big time point. To big time's point. We not doing good player in the league. It's only
you boom or bust, bro. Oh, we can do good player. We can do good player. That's fair.
I'll say boom.
I don't want to just say a player trash if they ain't great,
Boom at corner.
Now you're talking, Luke. That's
I say boom at corner, bust at receiver.
I ain't gonna.
I mean, he ain't.
Those only choices, and you forced me to say it. I'm gonna say just like Luke, boom at corner, and he's not a bust, but he's not gonna be a boom at wide receiver.
Okay, let me ask you.
Be a jag.
I say he'll be a jag.
At receiver.
Boom bust a jag. Oh, there you go. There.
Cause this, ladies and gentlemen, I see y'all in the chat. Let me remind you of something now. This is not Colorado. Okay, this is the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Hunter against Surtain and all these guys. I'm just saying, it's
I'm gonna say, he say boom at both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
I don't even
mad at you.
do that receiver.
He's just so athletic, man. He gonna
I'm
let
For me,
I
I'm
don't think it's gonna.
gonna say boom at corner, and I'm gonna say, so if he's full time at corner, right? I'm gonna say boom. But if whatever team he gets on, he's full time at receiver, I'm gonna say good player. But I don't think at any point he'll be any bust.
Let's say it like this: he all pro at corner, and he's just
He gonna be fun at spot duty wherever you put him. He gonna be fun. He gonna still be fun. But if you made him a full-time receiver, I don't think he ain't doing nothing to me.
Honestly, I feel. Look, while we right here, I feel like the perfect strategy for Travis Hunter is to treat him the same way the Cowboys treated Deion Sanders. You got to look at it. First off, this is mentor. Okay, this is his mentor and his coach, and practically stepdaddy for all practical purposes. But you look at Prime when he was with Dallas. He was our starting corner. He did spot duty at receiver. Then he also gave us the return game as well. I think if you treat Travis Hunter like you treated that Prime in his prime, I believe that's how you get the maximum out of him. But it can't be the other way around. He cannot, I repeat, he cannot be a full-time receiver doing spot duty at corner. That's gonna hurt the young fella, and I don't want to see that for him. Other way around, full-time corner, part-time receiver, and maybe gadget guy on some teams.
Buddha say, but if he fell to 12, we gonna be screaming pick him. You damn right.
You damn right.
play on the board.
Yeah. That's not the Cowboys.
And he's both our needs. Hell yeah.
Buddha, hold on. Let's get this right. Like, if we're not a normal lottery team. We Shotty said it. We want to be picking here one time this year. All them teams up there, you got to be thinking about it. If he go to the Cleveland Browns and be their wide receiver one, who is throwing to him? The jug machine?
He can't go. Yeah, he can't go anywhere. He can't go anywhere.
Facts.
No, this ain't Madden, bro. Come on.
Out there, yeah.
This ain't Madden. Come on, man.
But shit, hell yeah, I'll be the first up saying get him. Yeah. Yeah, and it's because you're getting two needs in one player. And you know, let's keep it like this. Let's keep it like this. Even though I said he's not Jerry Jeudy, he definitely, in my opinion, would be better than Toba the Mingo. So come on now. So
matter of fact,
look, I'm willing to make this claim right here. I'm willing to bet you Stephen Jones's big board, his favorite player of the draft is Travis Hunter. You know why?
Budget.
Yeah, budget. He said budget.
2 for 1.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
That's his favorite word. Position flex.
Favorite word is what? Free.
2 for 1 has
utility.
Free.
Hey, position flex.
And you know what they're gonna do? If we got them on that 5-year deal, they're gonna do them like they did Micah. They gonna when it's time to do the extension or that like 5th year option, they're gonna do it for the cheaper. Let's do it. Please, let's do it. The corner is booming right now, so I want if receiver gonna be the cheaper market. It's gonna be, and then Travis gonna take them to the cleaners.
Yeah. And let's be honest, if he was to get picked by us, he is the second best receiver on the team.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted now.
I ain't gonna lie. We may have to put him more on a receiver if he come to Dallas. Because we got corners.
Oh no.
We can ease them in.
Maybe to start the season, he might need to take his behind over the corner, since that's where we got the biggest need. Let them Jalen's and all them fight it out over there.
No. Damn the Jalen.
It's your cornerback.
Damn the Jalen.
As Diggs come back, I'm just playing. But seriously,
Yeah. I have to go
as
take a chance.
Diggs comes back, then you slide him back over into that room.
You have him sit in on the meetings. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest, everybody. Listen, he may be unpolished as a wide receiver, but if you have him as your wide receiver too, defensive coordinators are scared.
He gonna cook.
I'm saying they're scared. You got Hunter and Lamb and somebody in the middle first. You're scared. Day one, no question. Don't double him and find out what happened to you. I'm just
we getting super rated.
Just trying to free up CD. That's all we trying to do.
Come on, man.
We getting rated.
But
Who rated us with this gorilla? Somebody say Mo 3.
Mo 3. Like the rapper?
We got somebody that watched this show that was watching it and they rated us. What's up, man? I see y'all coming in the building. So since y'all coming in the building, we got all these people rating us and they packing the house. My boy Nathaniel up in here.
Yeah,
Let's introduce our channel.
The rapper.
Let's introduce our channels. My channel is Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. I specialize in talking about these Dallas Cowboys, but we got a heavy ass draft show. So y'all make sure all you Raiders, y'all come back for that. It's gonna be one of the dopest draft shows out. I promise you. We ain't even trying to just rival what's going on with the content space. We over here trying to do better than ESPN. Trust me on that. So we gonna be giving vast amounts of football. So then they saying they coming in showing love. Appreciate it. Take it to the next level, and also, man, hit that share button, man. Don't just raid, share it too. Luke, go ahead and introduce yourself, Amp and Big Time.
Yeah, Blue Takes, LOU Takes, LOU.takes. You know what I'm saying? I do draft content, O-line content. My motto is we do this for the first, blame last, congratulated. And hey, shout out Mo 3, shout out Dallas, Texas, Triple D.
That's right.
Hey, I am Mr. Always Making Plays. You can find me on all major social media platforms at AMPD Sports. Good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good becomes your better and your better becomes your best.
All right, listen, I'm Big Time from the Big Time Show. You can find me right there. As you can see on the screen, type that in. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. I'm everywhere. Listen, I want to add something to Boss real quick since you guys are coming in. You're going to find out something very special about us during our draft coverage. We just not talking Dallas Cowboys. We're talking every team in the NFL. So whatever team you like or represent, trust me, we are going to cover your team, your draft, what we think your needs are, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, we all Dallas Cowboy junkies. But on that night, you're going to see something special from us on that night.
We going to give everybody content that night. It's going we going to really multiply ourselves. It's going to be crazy. All right, so we already know what's up on Travis. So I like that comment that came in from Buddha because he actually got us on that topic. You know, when he said, y'all damn should take him, like, hey, yeah. So, and he also gave us a chance to clarify because the tone could have made it seem like we didn't like him. You know what I mean? It's don't read tone. Listen to context with Abdul Carter.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh, yeah, boom, big boom. Yeah, boom. Hey. Yeah.
Boom.
I'm gonna take it further. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Damn.
Woo!
I'm telling you. I'm on record. Y'all can mark me down on that one.
I can see that.
He's healthy.
Easily.
Rookie of the Year.
I can easily see that too. Mason Graham.
Micah Jr.
It's gonna take a while, but I'm gonna say boom. I'm high on him.
Boom.
Okay, you say it's gonna take a while.
Right.
I say good player.
I don't see it right away, but before the conclusion of year 3, definitely boom.
You gotta
based off that, I'm gonna go boom. Just
now. I need the chat. I need y'all to do it too. Man, I appreciate.
Y'all let us know.
So hold on. The channel is called Mo3 Sector. All the people that's rated, drop the channel name, man, so I can go see who's showing love over here.
Yeah,
drop the channel name who rated us over here. So real quick. So I said good play on Mason Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it.
So nobody goes predict great.
I did. I said boom. I see it.
Oh, you see boom.
Yeah, I see boom. Let him just get some steaks, eggs, and peanut butter
You talking about for Mason, right?
from Mason. Yeah, let him get in his man body. I see
Yeah.
it.
By year 3, he'll definitely be boom.
And with the right D coordinator,
Yeah.
I see it.
You got to give the DT 3 years, no matter.
Yeah. Yeah, no matter.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's against what I've always preached. I preach that if you're a top 10, I expect instant impact. You're supposed to be different.
Like Jalen Carter, he was instant for you.
No, he wasn't
He
instant.
wasn't.
But
he
Sue was. Sue
You know-
was.
You know who was instant for me?
Carter was good,
Donald.
but he was in
Donald.
tears.
It-
And,
it- for me,
You know-
for Jalen, it was year 2 for me with him.
You too, yeah. You know who was
Aaron
instant
Donald.
last
Donald
year?
was year two,
Aaron
yeah.
Donald was
Yeah,
immediate.
year 2.
Aaron Donald, yeah.
Yeah.
I said I like the. I think Tavondre Sweat was
I
was
think
instant
Mason
for me.
Graham will end up being just good, y'all. Cause see, you don't sound too confident. The fact that you said it's gonna take him 3 years, that don't sound like the same odds you would have put on Sue. Cause all of us knew Sue was gonna be instant. All of us knew.
Yeah, it's gonna be scheme dependent.
Yeah,
Like-
there you go. Because
Yeah, like if
Graham
it's-
can play. And of course, I'm a Michigan fan. Graham can play any spot.
Any spot. That's what I'm saying. Like
So
if-
I'm saying if you basing it just off DT, that's unfair to him because he's multifaceted. So
Right.
I don't know if you can just base him off that. And then if he was to play DT, what's the standard? Are we saying that 5 sacks from a DT ain't good?
That's great.
That's good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Graham can get you there.
It's more of a film thing. If he just, you know what I'm saying, just clogging, winning, whooping
Yeah.
folks, ass whoop. Hey, you doing what he want to do? That's a win to me. And I think he can do that. Especially like imagine him on a Tyler Guyton.
Bruh, the man made the play against Tyler Booker in the doggone playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Booker.
Yeah.
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 Let's just say this. What if he's just a clogger, which he's not, but if he was that, if the Jacksonville Jaguars linebacker is leading the league in tackles, then he do his job or partly.
If they top
See.
10 in run defense, yeah.
Because it sounds like to me listening to you, Bishop, it sounds like when a player is drafted, you just want him to be a quality starter.
When he
I want a top 10 player to be generational.
Yeah, like a foundational piece. Like
Yeah, like
Dexter.
the dude you put on the cover of Madden, like a
yeah.
Micah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
But what
Is he the Micah of DTs?
what DT gonna have that effect though? You know, like that.
Yeah, seriously.
Is
Other
that's
than
what
Aaron Donald.
I'm trying to prepare. That's what I'm saying. If you're
You know
not
what I'm saying?
Aaron
If-
Donald or
if
Sue,
Mason-
that's what I'm saying. Graham all the way up to top 10. I'm smelling good player.
If Graham is responsible,
I might be tripping too.
if Graham is responsible for an offensive line coach or offensive game plan says that he requires a double team every play, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Man, I
So-
mean, there's a lot going to DT. The more I keep
So
talking,
is he gonna be better than Carter?
He can't. Carter's the edge. Yeah. Like Carter is like impact
No,
gonna be
ain't
felt
no
more.
Carter.
That's
I'm talking about
positional.
Carter, really.
Oh, Jalen, like year one, Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
well, he had help too. Now let's
Yeah.
Carter had,
Jalen
had
Carter-
help,
Is he gonna be better than Carter year 2?
possibly.
Possibly.
Okay. I like this conversation because we gonna come back on Graham.
Yeah, we need to because there's a lot going to DT. The more we keep
So
talking.
y'all saying he gonna be
I
a
ain't-
boom? You
I
saying
ain't mad at
boom?
that. Yeah, I ain't mad at that serotonin.
I'm
Cowboy.
saying good player. So
Ain't
y'all
mad at
saying boom?
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna if I had to lean one way, I'm gonna say boom.
Ooh, I
Kenny-
like Grant. I like Kenny Grant, boy. That's
Yeah, I ain't mad at that serotonin Cowboy. That's a
big
great
monster,
opinion.
boy. That's a
See,
Great
Graham, yeah. Kenny Grant, I said Kenny Grant is better. Matter of fact, I got Graham as my third. And I know you're a Michigan fan.
Ooh. I watched him, Doc. Grant is the truth. Ain't no question about that.
Grant gonna have, hey, boss, I'm gonna leave you with this. Grant gonna have Carter problems.
Grant gonna give you the best 8 plays of the game, bro.
Yeah, Carter problems right there. It's all on his conditioning.
He's
that.
not Mason.
That's
Grant.
why we saying year 2.
Mm-hmm.
He's not Mason
You
Grant.
go run them hills,
Hey,
man.
listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, and see, that's a big and fair depends, right? That's a fair depends, and that's gonna depend on him. You know what I'm saying? I say he got more upside easily to me than Grant.
100%. Because he 340 and he faster than him when he got a full tank.
And Talik Williams is my number 1 DT. Him. And I'm gonna see if I end up like I did with Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Versus Neighbors. A lot of people like that should be your number 1 DT in the entire one. He should be sitting in the top 10. That guy.
So then if you're going that way, if you saying he DT, and I'm not arguing the point, but Graham does so many other things.
Yeah.
It's not fair to judge him as a DT.
Talik the same.
No, Talik is the Abuka of the DTs. High floor.
I totally disagree.
Graham lining
And
up
I
on
can't
ends,
wait
bro.
to play
I'm talking about both ends. I'm just telling you what I know now. And both.
Well, I mean, that's why we putting this on record, because then we go come rewind the tape
Graham do
after
so
next year, and we go cut this whole section out.
Grant doesn't play lateral.
And
Grant,
we go do it 3 years from now.
not
We go
Grant.
cut this whole section out.
Williams is a clogger. Like Williams is a straight clogger. Yeah.
No,
hell
hell no.
than
Boss, he struggled. I ain't gonna lie, boss. That was his biggest weakness. He can't replace the hands. Like sometimes on the runs, you know, his hands get lost, get folded in like this. That's his problem. Now, he ain't got more moves than Grant or Mason Graham. All he got is a damn bull rush.
I can't wait. Ooh, I can't wait.
And I ain't mad at
Now,
that.
I'm standing. Listen, this is what I came out with the black. We go see though.
And he played with more too, boss. Georgia had some dogs on their front four. Come on now.
Not Georgia. You talking about Ohio State?
Man, I'm sorry. Ohio State. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ohio State had some dogs, man.
And
y'all
had more
big,
dogs.
y'all had more dogs. Big.
Y'all had more dogs.
Y'all had
man.
a damn
You
run
can't
and
base
damn
together. Come on now. Lee ain't had nobody like that over there.
Y'all had some line.
We weren't just great on edge.
Y'all had some. Y'all linebacker last year. What's his name? He was a dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had some dogs at Michigan. Y'all. That's why y'all dominate. Y'all. We ain't never seen Alabama get dominated before. We look at y'all team straight 5 stars up front. 5 stars.
Let me pause for the call, man. Y'all just made me hype talking about my team. Thank you so much.
You trying to downplay your team?
I don't see it.
Team is loaded.
And it's okay. Listen, it's okay that people think different. We just see it different. I got Talik as my clear-cut number 1. And that's hard. I got Grant as my number 2. And it's hard. That's hard too.
I know people.
It was hard to put him over Grant.
Look, this is why I know y'all saying Talik Williams is a dog. I understand it, but when I said this class is a dancing bear, I was not talking about Talik Williams. I don't know what y'all to tell y'all. Like, and I'm a big guy myself. I can tell when somebody's athletic. Talik Williams is not athletic, but he gets the job done, and that's why I have him high up there. Grant is Grant would beat him in a damn 100-yard shuttle. He'll lap him if he had a full tank. And Mason Graham is a 3-tech. He but 290, he does more. So that's why I'm saying Williams has the higher upside. He gonna get the job done. As far as stopping the run, he can pass rush. He gonna get his paw up. He gonna do all the right things correct. But these other guys we're talking about from Michigan, they do more. They can last in a 3-4 scheme. You know what's the difference between a 4-3 D tackle and a 3-4? A 4-3 D tackle gonna have to maintain that one gap. 3-4, he gotta play lateral. I trust Kenneth Grant and Mason Graham to cover all A, B, and C gap. I trust them to do that. Talik Williams, he's not as athletic as the other guys, and you can see that on film.
I totally disagree. So when we come back next year from now, 3 years now,
now look,
Ashton Genty.
Oh, big boom.
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 He gonna shatter them. I can't wait. He gonna shatter them stat nerds. That running back take. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, that's too. He's a mix of Gibbs and Bijan Robinson, bro.
Depending upon his longevity,
Bingo.
he could
for the Bone
potentially touch Emmett's record.
Oh, I said the same thing. I said the same thing.
Wait a minute.
And listen, he worked with my boy. He worked with Real Truth. It ain't nobody better.
Depending upon his longevity.
Somebody say boom bastard. Yeah, that's a boom, bro. If he end up being a bust, we all was wrong. You feel me? If he some kind of way a bust, none of us saw it coming.
And guess what? It's gonna be all on him.
But he worked with my partner, bro. He the best in the world at keeping people healthy. Will Campbell.
Bust.
Unless they move him to
Solid.
I don't even think he gonna be solid.
Good player. I got good player.
I got solid.
At tackle?
Yeah. Solid.
The thing I like about him is them hands. That he kind of like a mauler tackle, you know. And the OC talk me into them types. Tyler Warren depends,
but guess what? Hey, he could be one of them ones, man.
That depends on where he go. He could be quarterback dependent, bro.
And with him, it's gonna be his utilization. How well does a team use and exploit his talents and traits will determine how good Tyler Warren is. But to me, on the surface, he's honestly easily a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
If you use him correctly, you could use him as tight end. You could use him at H-back. You can do so many things with that brother.
Most players, he go come in as a number 3. See, that's the thing I think a lot of people not factoring in is that he was the offense at Penn State.
Was. Yes.
He was the offense. So they did everything with him, you know. That's not going to be the case. He going to have to earn it the hard way when he get to the league. He going to likely be the third option.
If Shanahan can get him.
But that's why, him being the third option is why I think he actually has more of a on the fringe of a boom. I got him good with fringe to boom, depending upon where he's at.
If Shanahan can get him, it's gonna be
Because honestly, I believe if used correctly, he could be like a used check on steroids.
Shanahan.
I want to throw this out about Warren that Amp counted a touchdown, but he didn't finish it up. They lined him up in every place Amp said, but they also lined him up out wide.
They did,
which means he was going against cornerbacks, and he was cooking them. So,
yeah, he played. That's why I call him a white CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, he
CeeDee Lamb. See, it's certain players. They football players. That's Will. I mean, not Will. That's Tyler. He a football player. Like you could put CeeDee Lamb in the backfield. I bet you can have CeeDee Lamb play corner. Some dudes just football players. That's Tyler, man. You know, when like you say, when you could put him out there on the X, and he wasn't open, but he knew how to be like big boy you. Like he played like Michael Irvin.
He just a baller.
Yeah, he just a baller. You know what I'm saying? Like it's few. Like my head coach used to always say, he said, "Go out there and play like you Superman." That's Tyler. That's Tyler Warren. Like he looked like he out there letting it all go. You know what I mean? Like just diving and just doing everything. He playing with his emotions out there. You know, I just know it's them windows gonna be tighter, man. When he get to the league, though, he ain't gonna be the same. I want to see how it happened. I would bet though that he still gonna be good. I just don't think it's gonna be generational. Jalen Walker,
bus,
good player.
Bus.
Out of the two choices, I'm gonna lean toward bus.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I say bus.
His ceiling for me is good player.
Yeah,
but more in the fringe of bus.
I think he's gonna be solid if we had that as a choice. But
you can use that as a choice.
Yeah,
okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Now the OC high on him, and I think I need to go look at him one more time because the versatility is what everybody been selling me on. You know,
He is versatile.
He's versatile, but everybody, I don't like everybody comparing people to Micah. We forgetting how freakish Micah is, man.
See, I am the dog. I am Mr. UGA.
Yeah.
See, now I'm getting in my feet. We talking about my team, my squad. Anyway, he's good, but he really doesn't he doesn't have the master pass rush skills like Micah Parsons. He doesn't have the read and react like Micah Parsons. He's a poor man's Micah Parsons, if you will. But not to the level of what I saw from like Edge Abdul Carter. No, I would see him a tier up underneath that. So I think he'll be okay. It's dependent upon the scheme he's in, and two, the team he's in.
Yeah, Pete, I saw you because I ignored that.
Amon Mimbu, good player,
Solid player.
Solid.
Feet.
If he come to Dallas, he gonna end up being a really good player, but not year one.
So we gonna put him at guard.
Yeah, we gonna put him at guard.
Good
But
player.
I think when you put him in his environment with Tyler Smith and Duke and all them dudes, I love he athletic as hell, man. He'll be the most athletic guard we've ever had. Nah,
Now he ain't athletic than
Zach.
Allen.
No, you're right. I'm tripping.
Larry Allen.
Yeah,
covering field goals, return.
yeah. But I put it like this: if Mimbu gets some strength to him,
dangerous.
boy, when he get his man body 3 years from now, shit, that boy would be a nice ass right tackle. Nice. Yeah, and he gonna be decent now. The only thing that me and Lou don't like about him is that phone booth strength. It's just not there. He's like, I like how you described him. He in the way blocks. He not enforcing. Yeah. So
he
good player.
Catches.
He say catches. Yeah.
He catches
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. But my boy say man body Mimbu. I agree.
Hey, yeah.
If
Mimbu with a punch.
whoo,
Mimbu with a punch gonna look.
he got everything but that. So Will Johnson.
Bust.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute now.
Bust.
Compared to what everybody said about him coming out, he's not that. Like I said, I'm a Michigan man. He's not a shutdown corner, not to me. He doesn't have that type of speed to be that type of guy. But he will hit you. He will body you up. He really, to me, y'all, I if we just on there, just make a long story short, he'll be a bust. But I think he need to be playing safe. I'm just saying,
You're right, because what I saw on the Michigan film,
He's a safety.
you can see he overcompensating to not get beat deep.
There you go.
Yep.
Everything underneath, he would tear it up. So if he was in Flusa's scheme with this shell and his umbrella,
He would thrive.
he would thrive because he's gonna come up and tackle and all that. But you talking about versus the Jameson Williams, when they isolate him and they may put him on that, he got to run a little bit. I don't know.
Oopsies.
When the ball in the air and it's just you and him and the win, I'm taking the win every time.
I got good player at best.
Let's see. I'm paranoid. I'm super paranoid to speak because on Surtain didn't show game speed to me, and I thought the league was gonna show that, and the league did not. It did not. The league did not show that, and so it's like
Survey says.
it's like, and what I love about Will Johnson is, man, them corner instincts is crazy with this dude. He got the instincts, bro. He remind me of a poor man's Charles Woodson, where you could put him at safety or put him at nickel. He could do it, But it's that long speed, man. But I ain't gonna bet against him. I'm not gonna bet against him. I'm gonna say good player, potentially great.
And just imagine before we get off of him, I would love the idea of Diggs and Johnson playing outside and Slip playing back in nickel. I would love it. We play football with that quickly.
You say Will? With Will?
Put Will Johnson. I'm just saying our nickel package. Put Will outside.
Would you take him at 12?
I'm just gonna say it like this, boss. I wouldn't compare. I had to see the board, but I wouldn't be mad. I can tell you that now. He can play. I still want to know what he run. You know,
his game speed was decent. His game speed was 20.
We can play football like that. I mean, there's no question about that.
My boy Chris 214, he dropped 10 bones. He said, "Can't wait for the draft. For you fathers are doing an excellent job. Appreciate your work and dedication. Now, wait till you see that draft show, bro." Shit, I've been working on that. Boy, I swear to God, man. Anyway, all of us been grinding. So put it like this: Ludon came out with something that just knocked my socks off. Amp is finishing compiling all the opinion boards with a standard deviation, meaning we gonna know the full range of all these guys, the full range, down around 7. Big time is over. What division?
I have the AFC East.
So we basically just today finished all our homework on all the acquisitions, all the departures, where they picking, and their needs. We know it for every team. For every team. It'll be crazy. So nah, man, I appreciate the 10 bones, and we go keep earning it, man. We gonna earn it the hard way. Let's go back to it. All right, so Cam Ward, boom. Tech.
Good player.
Depends.
Yeah,
Depends. If he goes to a team to where he got to be the number one, he gonna be a major bust. If he go to a team to where he gonna be the number 2, he gonna be a boom.
I got good player.
I got boom on Tech.
Good player.
Because his body control is Dez-ish.
Oh my God.
He's very Dez-ish in body control. You know what I'm saying? So that's almost hard not to be boom. Because very few players have that. He one of them gonna be grabbing it off your head. You know what I mean? That's yeah. So if he come to the Cowboys, super boom.
But if you slap him around,
exactly, he gonna get slapped around a lot. Coasting Loveland.
As a Michigan man, let me end this now.
I'm sorry, man.
Bust.
Bust. Oh my God.
Never should have even been on the list, bro.
He's not even in my top 10 tight ends.
let's give those titties 2 thumbs down.
Jahad Campbell. Boom.
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 Boom. Oh, I love this kid, fam.
So somebody said, "Who? Are you serious?" I want to make sure you serious. Coast and Loveland. If you talk, yeah, Coast and Loveland, bro. Yeah,
Loveland.
that's it's. They always sneak tight ends into the first for no damn reason. That happens every goddamn year.
I'm good.
His best year was last year, right? And it was only 600 yards.
Look at this. Somebody said that boy named Coastin, Buzz.
Yeah. Hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
He said, hold on real quick. It will say, Bears fan here. Who y'all Cowboys fans want it out of the first couple of rounds? I'm hearing fan base want Genty and Bill Johnson. That's a total lie. Whoever telling you that over there is lying to you. But Cowboy fans want Tet. Cowboy fans want Tet or Matthew Golden. And then in the second round, they want a running back. So, no, that's who Cowboy Nation want. They want receiver first and running back second.
Hey, Jedi Jada. First off, I want to thank you for joining the stream, but I want to get you involved in here. This is a NFL community thing. Yeah, we Cowboys fans, but it's NFL community, so we showing love all the way around. So first off, I want to tell you I appreciate you for Matt Eberflus. Follow-up question is, I want to ask you, what do you feel is Matt Eberflus's greatest strength and his biggest weakness? Go ahead and drop that at the chat when you get a moment. Let's go, guys.
And make sure you also come in for the draft show too, because we prepared to talk about Chicago in depth.
Oh yeah.
Should I give him a peek?
Yeah. Show them Chicago.
Show them. Let everybody see.
Sometimes you got to step from behind that piano and show them what you're working with.
Oh, we know what you got. What y'all working with? Yeah, we didn't research.
So when we get to Chicago, we go basically tell you everything. Just giving you a small little clue. So it's gonna basically cover all of it. Okay. And it's gonna be a lot of different slides where we go break this down in depth. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in depth, like major depth. You know what I'm saying? And we got this for every team. But it's in super in depth with every one of them. I'm talking about 30 visits, everything, bro. Like, we probably gonna land every pick. Bro. Trust me. So come on back. I don't care if you're a Chicago fan. You still gonna love this channel on draft day. I promise you. So I'm Boss Cowboy Sports. Then we got Lou. Can you introduce your channel, Big Dog?
Yeah, Lou Takes. LOU.takes.
Big Time Show, man. Find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, The Big Time Show.
And you can find me on all platforms at AMPD Sports. AMP stands for Always Making Plays. And he gave us a response, Jedi did, and he said he could get that defense going last year rough due to injury. He brought over a young undrafted Bears fan hero in Sanborn too.
You like a 30-second Bears fan.
Look at this. Look at this. Wow.
Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't get me riled up. Don't get me.
What's that?
Don't get me riled up.
G. Introduce yourself, G fam.
Whoa!
Don't get me riled up, G, because I've been trying to preach it to.
Oh, we the right ones. We the ones that telling them keep back up right.
The Cowboy Nation, but
hey, we actually fully agree with you.
Fully.
Look, basically, what this brother is saying. I don't care if it's G fam, Flim fam, turkey bacon, or spam. Basically, what he's saying is Booker at 12.
Yeah,
Booker.
Oh Lord, look. But it makes sense though.
I put it in my.
But it makes sense. He said that's right.
In my research.
But see, an Eagles fan is gonna say that though because they know they got the Super Bowl over the trenches, and they won because of the trenches.
And they also need a guard.
Lou, don't do it, Lou.
He said, "Where's the lie? What I said? You actually didn't lie.
You didn't lie.
You didn't. Even though you're an Eagles fan, you didn't lie.
Y'all, I swear to God, if they get him,
Lou, don't do it, Lou. Don't do it.
All right, we gonna go back to it because you're gonna get Lou going.
Jedi said Sanborn is not elite, but he's a guy we'll end up loving.
I love
Kelvin Banks Jr.
Good player.
Good player.
Good player.
I think if you move him to guard, he will be like a really good guard. If he come to Dallas, he would be outstanding.
Great. He gonna be right up Stevens' alley. That position flexibility, right up.
And see, listen. This dude is pissing me off.
Don't do it.
He don't mean to, but he is.
Damn,
he been keeping it real though.
What's the saying goes, man? Your enemies sometimes know you better than you know yourself.
That part.
Your enemies know you better than you know yourself. I wish we can hold
He
up the mirror.
preaching. He straight preaching though. This dude is from the team we all hate, and he ain't told no lie.
No lie.
Yeah.
Boss forgot that Romo won 10 straight behind that offensive line, and Dak won 11. We forgot that. We just like I hate that. No, I swear.
Mama
God.
don't do that.
All right. So we agree. Mikael Williams.
I'm sorry. Ugly. Bus.
Bus.
Solid.
He's still good. He's still doing good. You got a clap button over for this.
I got one.
And I appreciate y'all for participating too. Shout out to everybody in here. My boy Boot up in here. Hyper X, Brian Peters, Pete, Dre, C, Camo, Big Pat. I appreciate y'all because y'all participating. It's a whole lot of people scared to put their pins on record. I love that, man. Y'all putting y'all pins on record.
I hate when an Eagle fan come here and cooks.
Me too, because he telling the truth. I swear.
I hate it.
But see, the Eagles, let's be honest, they do value the trenches though, bro. They watched it work for them. Oh, boring ass offense won them a Super Bowl.
Yeah. And now they have the blueprint.
Yeah. Hey, when Kelly Moore started trying to get past every big time, it was fans like him that stopped that shit.
Yes, sir.
You know what they told him?
Man, sit your ass down.
That's exactly what they told Kelly. People think Kelly wanted to run the ball. No, he didn't.
No,
he
did
was
not.
made to run the ball.
It goes against his whole philosophy.
His entire philosophy. And he was itching because he got AJ and Devontae. Man, come on, bro. And he had Dallas Goddard. Oh,
That's
he
what.
wanted to
That's
throw
what.
that ball.
That's the real reason he hurried up and got his behind up out of Philly.
Because he was.
And I can't operate like I want to over here. I need to go somewhere where I can throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. That's why he dipped. So
Man,
we got next.
With
So
his
we got
ring and all. Gonna look down on his finger, gonna see a ring, and still go back to passing the ball 50 times a game.
Michael Green.
Mike Green.
Boom,
Boom.
boom, boom,
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
If he's the only pass rushing, but running the ball,
No, he's skinny.
he gonna throw his ass. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm actually
Boom.
on him.
No, boom. Mike Green. Boom.
Boom.
I got good players.
Super boom.
And I'm not mad at that, man, because he got to be a package. He got to be a NASCAR package guy. Because if I'm telling you, if they putting their hand in the dirt and they look at him with that mean face, he getting thrown.
That part.
Man.
Hey, right there, Lou.
Hey.
Where they
Hey,
explain to me, Lou.
and it's true. My boy Nate said that same fan base would tell you Hurts the better QB when they know what Saquon in the trenches. Yeah. Well, they some liars too. They some liars. They will come in and cap for Hurts.
Oh,
They will. They will. But in their hearts, they would take Dak over Hurts in a heartbeat. They know.
Lou,
In a heartbeat.
let me showcase my brother Lou right here so that the fan base can hear him, because he just said something I want to throw in. Just explain. You said if he get his hand in dirt, he gonna get thrown. All right. Many say the same thing about Micah Parsons.
Micah 250.
Green is not that far off than him.
He ain't
Come on.
250. He ain't 250.
He's not 250, but explain even at Micah being 250 going against offensive tackles that is at least 320.
Damn, this dude
Explain the
real.
difference. Explain the difference.
Micah-
of Micah and a Mike Green. What's the difference? Is
Micah,
it first step or what?
Micah just know. Micah got a wrestling background. We can't forget that. That's
There you
huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's huge.
There
That
you
is.
Yeah, his
No,
hand-to-hand combat is sick.
go. There you go.
So,
Leverage.
but what are you actually debating big time?
No,
Are
I'm not
you-
debating it all, because I just know how people are, because that's the one thing that we heard about Micah, that he's a small edge rusher. If you say he is 250, but that burst that he has, that first step is there. But what Lou just did was just cleared everything up. It makes a difference when you got a guy that's used to having hand-to-hand combat in a wrestling type form. That's the difference right there. I don't even need to add nothing else. He's used to getting in the phone booth with people.
Michael just set the edge. Michael just had the wrong leaders teaching him. You know, guy playing hero ball. He'll fly. That's what we get. That's the next step in Michael's game, actually. Like knowing when to turn it on and turn it off. Like knowing when to sit down and be the constant ghosting on the edge and turn the play back inside. And to your teammates. You don't have to make every play. You know? Affect it.
Real quick, my boy on CFT, he said that Philly had one first rounder. It was coaching. The OC did a good job of explaining this on the final word. They actually had 3 first rounders last year. Because Becton was a first rounder that went to the Jets first, and then he ended up going to Philly to play guard. And then Dickerson, a lot of people forgot, he had a top 10 grade. He hurt his ACL. That's the only reason he went in the second. So they basically got 3 first rounders, and they left tackles playing like a first rounder. So they just got to steal with that dude. You know what I mean? So basically, they got 4 first round talent. Would y'all agree with that or disagree with that? I would say they got 4 people on their offensive line easily last year that was first round talent.
Facts.
And they got another one this year. They traded for a guy, even though we called him a bust. Kenyon Green is over
there. So they doing the former greats again.
Yep.
It's not semantics, bro. It's the facts. It's what his grades was. And Becton was a first rounder. So that's
top 5. He was
a top 5.
Like he was
it's not semantics, bro.
Injuries killed him. Remember, he couldn't come in.
They got the talent. So no, they got talent over there. That's why they was the number 1 offensive line.
Now Southland can coach. We know that.
Yeah, but they can coach.
You can't. He can't make a because rock into a diamond. He needs something. He need gold first. You got to give him first. You can't just give him anything. That's not how talent development works.
Yeah. And then I'm like Jimmy Johnson. You know, he always said, "Give me the Jimmys and Joes over the X's and O's." Yeah. So you saying now or when they won the Super Bowl? He said they literally had 1 first rounder and bet gone. But when they won it, and when Saquon was number 1 in rushing, they had basically 4. It's almost like this. This how I see it. In a redraft, still wouldn't have been undrafted. In a redraft,
still would have been about a 3rd rounder.
Yeah.
A lot of ain't going 7th round.
Yeah, and matter of fact, Will McClay said that still plays like a first rounder. So sometimes when these teams like get a guy that end up in a redraft being a higher grade, if you can improve your line by getting that guy that's sure, I would do it. You know what I'm saying? I would do it, especially if it's completing your line. I ain't trying to start over, but this will be the completion. Like, we're done. Like, let's say if we got booked, because everybody know I'm gonna say that. Everybody know I'm gonna say that.
It was a buzz.
You would be done for 7 years, bro. You wouldn't have to worry about offensive line for 7 years, bro. And I'm only saying 7 because of Steele. The rest of them guys 10. For real, you done. You ain't got to worry about Tyler. You ain't got to worry about Tyler Smith for another 11 years. Easy. Shit, Tyler Guyton, you got 10 years of Tyler Guyton. You gonna have 10 years minimum with him.
What was Kelsey taking? He wasn't the first rounder, right?
Cooper Beebe gonna be 10, 11 years.
Yep.
Easy.
Like we're literally done. Like, it will be no more talks about this. Because think about it. What really happened is the whole offensive line just basically had to be rebuilt. That's what really had to happen. You had to wash out Tyler Smith, replace it with Tyler Guy. You had to wash out Frederick. Now you don't replace it with BB. You now have to potentially upgrade Zach Martin if you want to. You had to upgrade from Free. People forget Free was a killer run blocker. That's what Steele is now. So all that done got washed out. Then you done got to left tackle. That replaced Lael Collins and that replaced Leary. You got one more and the whole thing is fully replenished. It is.
Wait, so CFT, so Brian brought us, he did something on that right there. You said AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Didn't they get Devontae Smith first, right? And then with Brian Brodus, no, we missing something. They picked Jalen Reagor And this on Riga so bad that they had to go trade for AJ Brown. Keyword trade.
Yeah.
And they took Goddard from us. So, but the church has been built.
He right on this. He said if Tyler Guyton don't have a good year, we right back to talking Tiger. That's true. That's true. I don't think it's gonna happen, but he got a point. Yeah, we still gotta wait for that good year to really fully play out. Yeah. I'm being fair to you, Ron. I ain't gonna never take a good point and just kick it in the nuts. And Rome, you know you can hit that link too, man. Anytime, bro. That link is sitting in there, dog. If you want to come in here and box, that's fine. Or you can come in here and join the conversation on Boom or Bust. You at home, brother. Even if you driving, you know how it is, bro. That link's sitting right there, bro. Hit it. Because you know we rather hear your voice too, dog. You know what I'm saying? You a chat king, but you know you got the back door to the streets, homie. You know what I'm saying? You can get in.
Oh, Jolly Green Johnny.
But do big as hell. All right. So
even though you're cute, but
Malachi Starks.
Come on, join the new, bro. Come on in here.
Malachi Starks. He said he gonna be here on draft week. That's what's up. That's what's up. We got a lot going. I'm gonna call you so we can get you caught up. We got a lot.
All right, so
Malachi Starks. We on Malachi.
Good play.
Boom.
Oh,
I say boom.
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 We starting to get down to that bottom. We ain't got enough buzz yet. We done got too many good players up here. Something wrong.
It's not.
That was y'all with them boom.
Oh, actually, no, they're not.
I need to change some of mine. I need to get some more bust, bro.
But boss, since I know you full of detail, and how many first round grades did you have?
Oh man, I ain't counted yet.
Oh,
be honest. I ain't counted.
Many first
that would answer a lot of the questions about, because see, if you got a lot of first round grades,
I do have a lot of first round grades.
then you're just leaving room for the bust part to really come out, because right after that, we talking second round grades. Third, we talking about solid starters in the league. So there ain't gonna be that many busts. It can't be. Especially if you got a lot of first round grades, man.
Yeah, I definitely have Malachi Starks as a true first round grade. Dude can ball. The boy can ball, man. I see crazy instincts with that dude. And then I like the fact that he can get down there and play that nickel, man. That dude got some versatility. Shit, yeah, he do.
And he will knock your head off too.
Yeah, no, I see a complete football player with him. I ain't betting against no Malachi Starks. I'll be goofy as hell. Jaden Barron.
Boom. For me,
I say good player.
I got boom.
I got boom.
I got good player.
Y'all saying boom?
Yeah.
I said boom.
We ain't got enough bus because we not even close to 40%. We being nice to these dudes.
Who you got, boss?
And I appreciate y'all participating.
Who? Let me ask. Well, I ask boss this as a part here, and Lou. I am too. A lot of people got Barron ahead of Will Johnson.
Yeah.
I ain't mad. He's safer.
Mm-hmm.
He's safer.
Okay.
The measurables.
The measurables.
Yeah, he's just short. That's the only thing holding
I
him back.
put it like this.
Chad,
If I was a scout, I would put him over for my job.
Okay. What y'all got, chat? Will Johnson or Barron? It'd be interesting to see that.
If he can't make it as an outside, he can make it, but he'll be a hell of a damn nickel.
He would be Jordan Lewis 2.0.
For real.
No doubt about it.
So
I like him. That's why I say boom. I think he can play outside and be boom. And if he go to nickel, you know, when he does go in there, he can be a real problem.
Yeah, I trust his athleticism more. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Way more.
Is he your number one corner, boss?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
you don't have
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
you have one yet or no?
What about you, Lou?
I do, but I don't trust it. I can't. I think anybody who says it's an overwhelming number one corner is lying.
I have a favorite.
My favorite corner is Benjamin.
Yeah, he took it. Damn. I was gonna say
That's my favorite, hands down.
If he don't have an injury, but
it's that hip that's concerning. He's my favorite without question.
I like Raquel too.
And then Trey Amos, a monster. Like, this is the hardest year of me judging corner. The hardest year ever to me, bro. I have a feeling the best corner go rotate. I think it's go rotate year by year.
Ooh,
I think it's almost impossible to say who the best corner is. I'm being honest. I'm just being all the way. That's why I wouldn't get corner at 12.
That's a dog right there.
Yep, super 4.2 speed too, real speed, and play with great body control. We talked about that before. So
you worried about Will Long speed? I ain't worried about them with that kid right there.
Not at all.
Carry it. He gonna be right there on your hip.
Man, he's safer than Will, easily. Like if I put my job on it, I would go with that over somebody I'm questioning. I would put my job on the line for that dude. I sure would.
Was it Morrison? You said they had the same coach as Gilmore?
Who?
Benjamin Morrison?
No, he was at Colorado. But he the speed coach. That's Donnie Henderson. Donnie Henderson is coaching back college again. So he was Gilmore's coach when he was the Buffalo Bills coach.
I see a lot of Gilmore in Morrison though.
Yeah.
A lot of Gilmore.
Yeah. And it's this. I'm just telling y'all, I don't trust my own eyes in this class. I know that sounds crazy, but this ain't the class to where you can just say this one is the bona fide best. I don't think so. You know, like even my boy Hunter, Travis Hunter. Might not even be him. I mean that at corner. Even though I have him way up there, he might not even be the best. Real talk. So we just talked about Jaden Berry. Mm-hmm. So Shamar Stewart, bus. Why?
Well, you got him at edge. He ain't got no stats. If you the edge, you ain't got no sacks. I mean, good lord.
Yeah. It's all athleticism, no production.
Yeah. I mean, we seen players like that before. If you can't finish, wasn't a former #1 overall pick like that, right?
Yeah, Walker.
Well, a Walker. I was gonna go back even further. Remember, old dude that Texas took, Jadeveon Clowney?
Yeah.
Didn't finish. You know?
Nope.
But like, yeah. At the end of the day, if you don't know how to get a sack, I can't trust you to get at the next level. And like all you do is run down the middle of people. Like you don't have no bag. All that athleticism don't mean nothing to me. That's why I don't get some of these people that value the testing, bro. Like if you don't see him running a horn or nothing like that, what is he gonna do athletic?
No skills.
No skills. What is it?
All athleticism, no skills.
You get drafted, that's how you got to give me more than pressures.
I can't get jiggy with it. And for me, that's gonna be a bust.
1.5 sacks? Jesus.
That's all he had. That's why I was saying. You know, why is he rated so high?
It just
you gotta have some stats on that.
Oh, that's a name right there, Pete. Workout warrior.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's real. But see, that lets you know why, to be honest. This will let you know why so many busts, because at some point these scouts start protecting their jobs. Let's just think about it. Like the reasons why we can be honest, because we don't have to put our names on these people. Mm-hmm. Jerry Stevens is not sitting in that room asking us why did we have this opinion last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can be free thought, take risk, but if you go make a pick, I swear what be happening with a lot of these scouts, because it just makes sense, is you start thinking self-preservation. You start covering your ass. You start being like,
CYA.
Yeah, I'm going to put these guys on my board that I can also justify why. I can say, look at his RAS score. Look at his 40. Da, 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 da. And we thought we could pair him with a coach.
Potential will get you fired.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
I ain't gonna let this dude set me up, bro.
Man, he cooking, man.
I know
They
he'll
do that.
they'll do you like this. They'll talk good football for hours and then all of a sudden reveal their true feeling nature.
Pull that carpet from under you, boss. Watch it.
I know. I don't trust him, bro.
Watch
He talking great though, man. He ain't had one dumb comment yet.
You smooth tonight.
He even told the truth on Dak. Y'all ain't see that comment.
He did.
He said we ain't gotta have the best quarterback. I was like, this dude telling the truth.
I wish I had a team like that, man.
Hey, be careful, DC Universe. Listen, every now and then, you know, we the super friends, and you had the Legion of Doom.
We getting down to the bottom. I'm liking this game though, man. I'm glad that we putting ourselves on record.
Paul said he aced in his interviews.
Yeah, Paul. He said he keep. Yeah, so far you do, bro. So far, I'm gonna give you, cause hey, if you keeping it real and talking real football, bro, I don't care where you from. You welcome, homeboy. Real talk. Hey, and listen. Let's Cowboy fans. He said Alpha Eagle fan. Listen, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you how to fan, but I'm gonna tell you, in my opinion, separate the fans from the team, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna be like Elf nobody unless they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. If he talking good ball and honest ball, I ain't gonna just be like, screw the dude. But if you disrespectful, yeah, we coming for you. And see, think about it, bro. Let's think about it. Like, look at this. You got a Philly fan that's showing respect. Like, why would we be like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't coming. He knowing he in somebody else's house. Now, sometimes they come in here tripping, and then what do? We plug them full of holes. You know what I mean? We plug them full of holes quick. But if they been respectful, yeah.
Something like that.
Hey, look, Nate. I'm waiting over the two. He said, Trojan horse balls. I'm like you, dog. I'm waiting too, bro, because they do that. They'll talk good for a whole hour, then also they'll pull that whole goddamn rug on you. Josh Simmons.
Boom.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, boom. Best lineman in the draft.
Boom.
Stamp it.
I say boom. Matthew Golden.
Boom.
Good player.
If he come to Dallas, he gonna be a boom. Anywhere else, good player to bust.
Man, bro, that speed, that ball control, them hands, bro, the man is like Debo and some.
He got to come in as a number 2. If he go to the number 1, he gonna be Ross again, bro. Now they good ass receivers, they can't go to a team and be the hero. He gonna be
I agree.
But if he come in as a number 2, he go bang.
I been love him. And he my favorite receiver.
It depends on where he go. He's a depends.
Yeah, he depends. He a great number. That's why I put I think I went in the landlord show. I said at worst he can be your Cole Beasley because he can run routes. Separation is king. Separation is king at the end of the day. So, and he got maturity. I see maturity in his routes.
And he blocks well.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody can slow it down, tempo. Ain't just, firing off the line. Now come off, play with the corner a little bit, set him up. Play with it, count your steps.
I'm loving this show. I wish Henny was here. Because I wanted Hen on record too. I wanted my boy Henny on record. I wanted all of us on record. We should have had way more people in here.
I'm so much on record with Golden. If he's a Cowboy, y'all can mark this down. Dallas Cowboys will have the number 1 offense in the league next year. And I'm take it a step further. I can actually see them
like number 1 in yards points.
Let me add both. Depending on the running back, let me just say that.
It does.
Yeah. I say yards. I don't know about points.
Yeah. If you just give me a Henderson, I'll just throw a name out there. And you give
me it's gonna be both. I'm gonna tell you why.
2
words. Yards is automatic, right?
Yeah, that'll be a yards guy.
But I'm gonna tell you why the points are too. Because with that receiving core, bro, we crossed the 50, and last time I checked, we still got Brandon Aubrey. That man good from the parking lot. We're gonna lead the league in points too.
I can see it.
Good point.
But we ain't gonna
Damn good point.
Man gave us a $157 last year.
Nah, that's a good ass point.
Right.
I ain't think of that.
But we ain't gonna solve our red zone issues.
Right.
We got to get that running back. We got to close out.
Right.
We got to close
We
out.
don't
I
want the running backs,
I
man.
wouldn't feel good about closing out drives. Your quarterback will still be throwing his smurfs, y'all. I'm just keeping it real.
All depend on who your running back is.
That's the
Right.
difference.
If you
We
give
gotta
me
have
Cole,
momentum. Yeah.
and give me.
And I don't trust
him.
Javonte Williams enough to consider him to be my red zone running back.
That's why I put out a video saying that we gave away the type of running back we looking for. We looking for like a big downhill, get upfield type. I'm telling you. I think Damian Martinez,
Don't hold him.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, the perfect one would be Omarion Hampton. That's the tier 1. But I think we're looking at Judkins is that only thing, you know, I'm not high on Judkins. I already said it. But
Understood.
yeah, but even a Neal, you know what I'm saying? Fall forward university, as Vox put it. We need somebody.
Fall forward university, man.
Fall
Vox
forward
said that
We O-line love that. Mm-hmm.
shit. Hold on. He said Ohio State draft on the way. Book it. Hey, I would love it.
Hey,
I would love it. Listen, man, get everything Ohio State, bro. That's pro factory. That's the pro factory up there.
You ain't lying.
I don't like
Luther Burden.
hey,
This is a huge boomer bust.
Yeah, he depends too. He all depends.
If he can get that route running, he can probably be the best receiver in this draft. Man.
He could. He also got to come in as a number 2.
Definitely.
He got to find himself a little bit because we at Missouri didn't do him no favors. Because they didn't give him they did give him the ball, but the way they was giving him the ball, that did not develop him at all. I hope.
that's the
I'm gonna
good.
say boom or burden.
I hope he ain't
That was fly. That was fly.
what's that receiver from Baylor? Corey Coleman, long time ago. Remember him? Hey, that scheme killed Corey Coleman.
That's a Luther Toilet.
God,
I respect it though. I respect it. I do respect that. Cause see, that's somebody using their eyes. You know, it's how you see it. I ain't gonna fight that. I don't see toilet, but hey, I respect it.
Hey, Nate,
See, because I rather people say what they really see.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because then you play out. You usually end up right when you stick to your guns too, bro. On what you saw.
Actually, yeah, Luther Bird. I'm sorry. Yeah, he would thrive in San Fran.
You right, Pete. I ain't gonna lie, you right.
He would absolutely thrive there. Y'all go ahead and snatch him up at 11. Take him off our hands for us. We greatly appreciate it.
It's starting to get fun now.
He'd be better than Debo, in my opinion.
Shador Sanders.
Ooh, good player.
Good player.
Good player. Heavy. Depending on the team he take.
Solid player would translate to good.
Bus.
Woo!
Wow.
Woo!
The most accurate quarterback in FBS.
The last 2 years almost.
See, I think Buddha said it. It's depend on the team.
That's it.
It depend on the team. Yeah, team dependent. That's why I'm saying bust, because I think he go early. He go to a bad team, and I don't think he gonna go early.
If
he go late, he go be good.
He gonna be good. I think
If he go early, he go be a bust. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because people, it ain't gonna be no patience for his development, man. He'll Sanders. It's a lot of envy on that family.
And a lot of those teams are way more incomplete.
Right. They ain't gonna have patience with him.
Let me throw in the obvious one, and then that might change. It might change your mind.
All right.
The news about Derek Carr. With his shoulder, look like he gonna be gone for the year. And that means unless they tanking for Arch Manning, which I doubt very seriously. But if they move there, where are they at 9? Well, if they move up,
You think it's Saints?
I think it's Saints now because Carr is down.
I heard they
Sanders with Chris, Ivey, and Kamara, and it ain't gonna be as bad as you think.
Let me look up the New Orleans depth chart.
I heard they trying to get Aaron Rodgers first.
I wouldn't. I mean, I just threw it out there. I didn't know that they had interest in Aaron Rodgers. I'm
just saying the plan for them. They should get Shador and get Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is, Kellen Moore, first year head coach, get his quarterback from maybe.
Yeah, they need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback because
I'm looking at their depth chart right now. It's bad.
And I'm also saying this, y'all, in chat. I'm also saying that Shador Sanders is going to hold a lot of weight in this draft because teams are going to get quarterback desperate.
That means Tech will probably foul us. For real.
Tell you. Because I feel like that the Saints are going to try to make a move. Maybe to go up, maybe. And I think that the Jets kind of killed that by, committing to what's the boy name?
Justin Fields.
Yeah, they made their commitment, so I don't think they in for quarterback. But just in case somebody maybe in the mid round maybe want to try to get up there to Saint, Kellen Moore gonna want a quarterback. I mean,
he is. If he would have had Carr, he would have went with Ted. But
he
now
with Ted and had Chris Ted there.
Right.
Now things I believe have changed. And from the research and all that type of stuff, even though that's not my team, they did bring in Shador last week.
Damn, Ted is looking realistic to Dallas.
Somebody gonna move up to get Shador, whether it's boom or bust.
Somebody may move to get Ted.
I Niners are, man. I really pray to God. I pray with everything in me that Sanders is there at 12, man.
Oh,
I
so
pray
for
the move back opportunity.
Yes, bro. Because see, teams will give up their left nut to get a quarterback.
I don't think he's going to because
it's gonna be like a Key Sweat concert. They're gonna be throwing them panties all at the stage. Please give us Shador.
I said it on my show, just the last one. I said that Shador Sanders is the one that's gonna hold the key to the whole draft.
Yeah.
You want the drama? It's Shador Sanders. I'm serious.
I don't think he's gonna make it to us because I think the Niners are a real threat to trade out of there because they lost their whole team and they trying to rebuild everything, and they itching to get up out of there. And they might, they don't like us. They'll do something like that. Eagles, y'all need who? All right, come on up to 10. The Niners,
you can't pause yourself, Buddha. You see how you try? I ain't mean to cut you off. You can't pause yourself. We gotta pause you for that.
Or the Raiders can take Shador. Oh, and Tom Brady.
But they gave the money to Geno. They're not gonna go get Shador.
No, they're not. They gave it to Geno.
They gave a 2-year extension.
Yeah, the Raiders went with Geno. That definitely said they ain't going Shador.
They're not going Shador.
They're looking for real to us. And it looked like he could fall. If Shador falls, Cowboys, you gotta move down. Unless Ted is there. Let me tell you what would be the best scenario for Ted to get picked and Shador to be us, and we move down, bro. Trust me, I done ran that case multiple times. If you move down to like 20 or 23, first of all, I already looked at all the teams under us. Most of them got a lot of weapons, right? So it wouldn't be a major weapons run, right? And even if it is, I got 4 receivers that'll be solid even after Ted is gone. Yeah. And that means you could get a second rounder, 2/3 or 4/4. And they would give you all of that for Shador.
They would.
And maybe more.
Especially if they moving up. They're going to give up. They're going to pay the price. No question.
Hey, and so I'm gonna drop a video on that, man, because I did the math. I showed people how to do the value chart. So yeah, he said Boss stay measuring that Kool-Aid. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that again because a lot of people don't know. If Dallas moved down, man, they could get everything they lost from Trey Lance and Mingo, everything and more. That's the value of 12. So anyway, let's get back to the list, man. We at the bottom now. We almost finna finish this list. We doing good though, and I appreciate y'all for hanging out there, man. And everybody that's contributing, that's what I appreciate. People that's putting their nuts out there. But I said bust on Sanders. I just think they ain't gonna be patient with him. He got to fall into a dream environment. He got the skills to play, but the league is, look how everybody hating on him. Talking about patting the ball, man. People go try to take
all quarterbacks pat the damn ball. Stop saying that. Getting on my damn nerves. It irks the hell out of me.
Hating on him ain't gonna stop though, bro. Trust me. It's when it's that bad, it's deeper than his skills, brother. It's deeper than that.
All quarterbacks do it.
Yeah. They super nitpick that homie, bro. And that nitpicking ain't gonna stop.
Like, damn, if that's the best you got for that quarterback, to me, damn it, I'm amped right now, this moment, this day, damn it. Shador Sanders is a boom.
Look at it. Look at that. No lie. If he went to the Steelers,
perfect.
Where is Pittsburgh draft?
They like
he going to the Hall of Fame.
Boy,
that is the perfect team for him, bro. You said it. That would be the perfect team for his ass. Yeah, you can go below 20. Yeah, you can.
And the Steelers would try.
Oh, I'm talking about Dallas going under 20, not for Shador. Yeah, they got DK and they got Pickens, man. They not getting receiver.
They need a quarterback.
They need
a running back.
Yeah,
quarterback.
That's why I want to move down around 22. I looked at every one of them teams. Most of them teams got weapons.
Yes, they do.
So we can literally get a second. Listen to what I said, y'all. If we move down to 22, we could get a second and a mid-round second too.
I did that too.
Or we could do 2/3 or 4 fourths, or you could mix it up. You could do a third and 2 fourths. That's how much value on that value chart you get. All right, so Walter Nolan.
Bust.
I got bust on him.
Amika.
Good player.
Good player. I say good player.
Good player.
If he come to Dallas, he gonna be amazing.
Exactly.
Yep.
Kenneth Grant.
Boom.
Gonna take a while, but he gonna boom.
What's a while? You're 3?
2.5.
2.5. I say 2.5 too.
It's only conditioning. Yeah, it's only conditioning.
He gonna be environment dependent.
Exactly.
Environment dependent. Derek Harmon.
Good player.
Solid.
Good player.
Maybe bust. Possible. Nick, South Carolina.
In memory, I love this kid, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bust.
Wow.
Really?
He got the physical tools, but hey, to play safety, if you ain't got the mental,
what mental you not seeing?
He just sees it late, or he'll overplay it a lot. And I just know a team is gonna take him and ask him to lead
You
him.
don't think that's fixable though?
I don't.
First round.
Like you may have all the physical tools, but if you can't see it, especially at safety, you know that don't matter.
I think with him, you won't see it right away, but eventually he will play up to his expected level.
He gonna have to. It's gonna be a big learning curve for him.
But when you get drafted in the first round, you day one starter.
They think because I'm gonna tell you, he's gonna probably take on Washington, and they gonna want him to be Cal Hamilton.
You think Washington taking him? I don't think Washington taking him. I looked at Washington, man. Washington
want a safety. Philly want a safety.
Hold on real quick. Let me look at my chart again. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Philly want a safety.
I also trust South Carolina and their pedigree for DBs. I'm just saying.
Philly need a safety. They just lost Gardner Johnson. Now I don't know if they're gonna want to take a chance at Emmett Warrior, but you know Gardner Johnson was he was a hothead, but he was smart back there.
Yeah,
you got to be selective with it. If not, imagine him in Philly. He overrun the play Turpin going, deep for 30 yards. They gonna tear his ass. You think he gonna be able to take that? Going from the old country town in Carolina to Philly, that's gonna be a big change. You know what I'm saying? We got to take that into account. He gonna have to cook for a little bit.
So I'm looking at Washington, man. Washington,
yeah, they need a safety.
They got Will Harris, but yeah, I could see them doing that. I could definitely see them doing.
They back end is really, really bad, and they spent capital on, but he wasn't good. Marcus Lattimore at corner, so
was not.
But they still may just believe the lie and trust him and put a safety over top.
I'm gonna tell y'all this too, man. Ain't nobody was more active in free agency than Washington by a lot. They was more active than everybody, bro. Washington is going for it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Washington, they got a lot of boom and bust free agents, but they put their nuts out there, man. They really did. This is called going for it, bro.
They're trying.
I looked at every free agency move today.
Gallup, Debo, Ertz,
and they got a left tackle. Bro. Yeah. They got Sheldon Day. They got Kinlaw. They got Clinton Farrell. They doing a lot of marshals, bro. They doing a lot of marshals. They brought back all their guys in terms of like Bobby Wagner, and then they brought back. Oh, you forgot a need too, honestly, because if they let them fall the right way, they gonna take a running back. They would take a running back in a heartbeat.
You think so?
They absolutely would.
If Hampton would, and they got a chance to upgrade over, because
I think they going edge rush. I agree with Pete. I think that's what they doing.
But this draft is full of edge rushers, full of them,
and a lot of them with no sacks.
A lot of them, yeah. But they full of them. Running back, they can get a guy and be dangerous.
And they got a lot of depth at DT too, like crazy. A lot.
Remember
they got that. Remember they got a boy from Illinois 2 years ago. Remember?
John Newton.
So he going up to year 3 now. So they kind of look. They might be doing what Philly did. Remember they brought in guys to help their young guys get to that year 3 level, and then by year 3 they move the vets on. That's what they might be doing with Allen. But me looking at Washington, I'm not over here sweating Washington. I'm just recognizing that the enemy is being aggressive, bro.
They're working. They
working, bro. And this is before the draft.
If they get Hampton, but I'm telling you, y'all better pay attention to Washington.
Yeah, this is before the draft, bro. They is not fucking around, bro.
They not. If they get Hampton,
and I ain't never feared no Washington. I ain't never. Even last year, I was like, man, I don't care what they got going on. That's Washington. This Washington look a little different, dog. I'm like, even this, I'm like saying, this boys is really big. Like,
nah, life's crazy. You saying the quarterbacks? You saying quarterback for the Giants? The Giants talking about getting what's the name? They get him, boy. We gotta pay attention.
What's the name?
The edge rusher.
You can't say that. That boy say what's the name? You can't do it.
Yeah, Abdul Carter. They talking about getting Abdul Carter. Yeah. Wake up. Wake up, team weapons. Wake up.
That's how we feel.
That's how I really feel. They're gonna have 3 of them. Then they're gonna have Thibodeau, they got Brian Burns, and they're gonna have Abdul Carter. Wake up, and they got Dexter Lawrence in the middle.
The Giants can turn scary real fast too. I feel you.
Real quick.
And
let's be honest. Who thought Washington was gonna just hit that flip? Tell the truth.
I ain't gonna lie. I did, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Just a couple years ago, my thing about Washington, and I got to tell it this way because it's the same sentiments for New York. A couple years ago, when they had Howell, whatever the quarterback name was, who was out there just making a mockery of the position. I said, when Washington gets a real quarterback, they are going to be a force in the East. I said that. And they got that and some, and paired it with a great coaching staff. So you see...
Our coaching staff.
You see them take off, right?
Yep.
New York is where Washington was just a few short years ago.
That's true.
They are on the verge. They've been building pieces, auxiliary pieces for a while now. Let their ass get a quarterback and see what time it is.
And I saw a lot of people thinking like this too. That new management that gave Washington.
Because ain't they the former Warriors GM? Like he the one who built the Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. So he's like that daring and everybody was like, oh, it's basketball. This is football. It's different. I said the same thing. But
the man be wheeling and dealing, bro.
He willing and dealing.
Because he was over there with them LA Dodgers too, man. And see, saw what them Dodgers did when Magic took over
championship.
Yeah,
funny.
And people was trying to troll Washington about their basketball guys. Them boys is some dudes is sports dudes. Some people.
What's happening is they hooping on our asses. What they doing?
What's happening is they doing what we should be doing. You heard Magic. I wish Magic was my.
They being aggressive,
team.
Bro. They being aggressive.
I'm letting the coaches coach.
That's right.
We gonna get the players.
And see, Roxy said it, bro. The East is getting more and more and more dangerous, bro, by the day.
And is
by the day. That's why I don't do positivity pampers. I don't do it. I never will. No, I never will. Like, no. I do content to win. I don't do content to make people feel good. I don't. I never will. I never would do content for people's feelings. No. I will always do content on best ideas to move us forward. Now, if it might hurt your feelings, I ain't trying to. I promise I ain't trying to. My whole goal is to win. So sometimes you got to tell hard truths. You got to be honest and say, this is where your team is doing good. And you also got to say, this is where they're dropping the ball. And your front office has been dropping the ball on aggression. They have. They majorly have been dropping the ball on aggression. That don't mean you against your team because you're honest with your team. If your breast think you want your homie to give you gum, I swear you do. You don't want your homie to have you going out there with that stank mouth. You know what I'm saying? No, you want to say, hey, you want that homie to say, hey, bro, you kicking. Now, say it respectfully, but say it. You know what I mean? Like, it's too much content out here where we worried about feelings, man. We worried about, hey, I want y'all to feel good. I don't give a damn about feelings. I want to win a championship. And I want y'all to remember how y'all felt watching Washington and Philly. See, they forgot real quick. They forgot real quick how it felt when the teams that we've owned. Let me say it again, because we own Philly and we own Washington in the regular season, and they all took that next step. Why? They was aggressive. They wasn't passive, bro. And I'm not finna be nice about that. I'm gonna say what it is.
You're right, because that's the biggest thing I hate with our front office, man. Like we had our foot on NFC East neck for the longest, bro. And they just sat around and just got fat. That's what the Joneses did. They just thought, man, they just bad. They gonna forever be bad. And bro, exactly. Like,
you say the whole league on that, Luke. The league.
We watched.
Chad said it right. Exactly how it felt like.
We watched the whole league get better, and we've been telling. Oh, and here we go. The same. Well, they gonna be bad for a couple of years, and here they are back. The Rams are back. How long has Steven been saying that the Rams gonna be bad? The Rams outdrafted you the last 2 to 3 years, bro.
See, all I had to do was remind you how y'all felt. And that should bring that anger back. Cause you need that anger right now, bro. Anger's good sometimes. Damn, son, straight up. All right, here we go. We almost finished. I'm finna even change the vibe because we get to the end. I'm finna change the vibe. All right. Tyler Book.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Y'all better not let him go to Philly. Y'all ain't gonna ever hit it into me. Swear to God.
If he go to Philly, bro, it'd be an all pro.
Y'all ain't gonna never hit an end of me.
Cry, boy.
I will cry. I will legit cry.
I will cry.
Boss, he's so good though. It ain't just got to be Philly. If he gonna hit him, he gonna be all pro.
I think he gonna be an all pro.
Yes, I'm serious.
Yep. And when he an all pro, I'm
Man.
taking notes on all these boys out here talking that big shit, bro. I'm gonna be like, yup. See all that I hate offensive line. I'm be like, say, dog, you just keep talking. Keep talking, bro. Cause see, this is what I know from doing content. Your takes catch up. Your lazy ass takes, they catch up.
People remember them.
Yeah. And see,
and they'll throw it back in your face.
yeah, people was mad at me on my take on Steele versus Lyell. A lot of people appreciated me later though. You know what I'm saying? They sure did. Damn, that boy say gold jacket. And see, I know Buddha be watching, man. I know, but that boy say, hey, Buddha. Hey, I said love at first sight, bro.
If he a gold jacket, now for the Cowboys, y'all ain't gonna never hear the end of me.
Look at it. That boy say Campbell Soup commercial. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have something to say to some people, man. I'm gonna be like, say, bro, remember all that whole ass shit you I'm gonna have something to say, boy. I'm gonna say, bro. See, when I was trying to say what's best with my goddamn team, yeah. These takes don't catch up.
I heard that.
These bad takes catch up, and I'm gonna just let it too. I'm gonna just sit back and just let that shit. I'm just okay. All right.
You want your balls? You gotta pay the price.
Omarion Hampton.
Boom.
Depends.
He really does. If he go to his own scheme, it's over.
Depends. But I would say good player. Good player. If he come to Dallas,
bro, with this coaching staff, these offensive-minded young geniuses, if you will.
If he come to Dallas, he gonna be a boom.
Print the jersey. 2-8.
That's what I say. If he don't got an O-line, he need a scene, bro. In my opinion, he need a scene, bro.
Runway.
James Pierce. We at the end, y'all. We got one more.
Bust.
Solid player. We'll go solid.
I'm saying bust, man.
Why you say solid?
I'm looking at his production in the toughest conference in football, where a bunch of pro players are coming from. He produced. He produced. He can play the run well, and then he can go get your quarterback. And he did it in the SEC. That count for something with me. I'm sorry.
It does. You're right.
It counts. It counts for me.
He gonna remind me. I don't know that old defensive end. If y'all seen that video that got mad at Aaron Rodgers because he didn't help him break the record for the. He played for the Jets. He gonna be him.
Gastineau.
Yes, Gastineau. He's gonna be a guy that's gonna be only getting the sacks. I don't see him defending the run in the NFL at all.
Me neither.
At all. He's too skinny.
All right, the SEC.
I mean SEC, but you know, like
that's the SEC. I get it.
Mark Gastineau. Yeah, that's his name. That's who he gonna be a pure sack guy. Setting the edge.
I thought about this too, Michael.
Mike Green.
I'd be shocked if Booker not picked in the first.
I would be shocked.
It's possible though, based on where he rated on your universal board. Amp.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah. So basically, you know, all of these draft boards assemble their big board and where they're putting players, right? So I've been tracking what it is that they've been doing, and I'm compiling it together to get an average, right? And I'm also checking to see how far each one deviates from the other. So we
deviation.
A whole holistic picture, if you will.
Yeah. What's the range of where they should be drafted?
Right. And so right now with Booker, most places have him graded as a late first round pick, somewhere around 27, 28.
Yep, 27.
Okay? And with that being said, he deviates from that either direction 8 degrees. 8 points. Okay,
So he can be a
slate
for a 19, or he can be
535
or later.
But if he drops out that first, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be shocked.
I agree with this.
You got to.
I agree with that. Because I also know that the Cowboys is likely go receiver first. I still think they should move down forward.
Yeah.
They gave it away with their 30 visits, one. But I said this, I'm going to say this again. Remember this, that when you get in the first round receiver, especially if you get him at 12, you really got a guy that's really in most normal draft classes a 20 guy. So just know that. I don't believe in getting 20s at 12. I don't. I believe you move down and get these people at the proper value, you know, and you load up on picks and get the guy at his proper value. That's another conversation. So
I agree. I want a dog.
Yeah, I want you at your proper value. I ain't trying to reach because you thirsty. And let's be honest, Cowboy Nation is very thirsty right now. It's like everybody's talking need. Need has taken over. The word need has fully taken over. Everybody.
I was gonna say, the need for receiver is going to like really mess up our board.
I agree.
It's gonna make our draft board so trash. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Because if we don't get one in the first round, y'all gonna be trying to get one in the second, and we're gonna pass up on so much talent.
Right.
We compensating for it. We're gonna miss out on so much.
That's right.
I will never forget the front office for letting this need go in and affect our board so much.
Yeah.
But say trade down D Keystone, we got to do a sleeper show. I forgot to say the biggest risk too. I forgot. We talked about the worst case scenario for the Dallas Cowboys. I forgot. You know what I believe the worst case scenario would be? The absolute worst case scenario. And I believe it's possible too.
All the weapons gone?
That we don't get a weapon at all in the first or second. That we go into next year saying we believe in Tolbert and Mingo. And I think that's very possible. Because see, this is what people got to realize. This is why I don't serve positive Pampers. I don't. I serve the reality of how your team move. Stephen Jones has one of the worst addictions to over believing in them draft picks.
Oh yeah.
He'll go take Gallup over Amari. He'll do crazy stuff. He'll let Mozzie go out there with a bad shoulder needing to get 30 pounds. I hope I'm wrong too, but that's something that we have to consider, Angie, because they do move like that. Like a lot of people don't factor in the history of Stephen Jones. All this talk over weapons, and then all of us could be left hanging. I mean that, yeah. And then he'll go in there and say, Tolbert had 7 touchdowns, and Mingo was a second rounder, and he was a 30 visit. You're gonna be shocked. And he'll go into the season with that. Last one. Y'all ready? Mm-hmm. Did you have something else?
Nah, go ahead with it, bro.
Gray Zamble.
Good player to great.
Very good player.
I love him.
To great. I love him too.
My second interior. He's number 2.
Yeah.
I love him over the tackles converting.
Yeah.
He can play all 5 positions, everyone. All 5.
Yeah.
Steve would love him.
He had a great Senior Bowl. Not one bad rep.
I think
I can remember. Did I lie on that, Lou?
You're not lying.
Okay.
You're not lying.
I don't remember one bad rep, man. I'm talking about the entire time, bro. This dude, Gray Zamble, he gonna mess around and be great. I can see greatness, bro. I won't be shocked if he is great.
That's a Chiefs pick right there.
Yeah. That's definitely a Chiefs pick.
That's Karlaftis, you know.
A Philly pick too.
Philly pick too. Man, if Philly get him, let Stoutland get him.
I see Philly doing that.
I can too.
But that's the ultimate swing at the first year. He can.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't no swing guard or swing tackle. He a swing lineman.
That's right. So we officially on record now, y'all. Shout out to everybody that made an opinion in the chat. To me, that's how to do it, man. Is put your word out there. He said Shotty's recent comment talked about current receivers and using them, talked about our need in the trenches. Yeah, like his interview, people took away from it what they wanted to take away from it.
There you go. Yep. They playing poker, man. Good poker too.
Yeah. Because they play poker on quarterback.
Exactly.
Yep. They said they was looking.
We're gonna go young, and then came out with Joe.
And technically, they weren't right. I mean, they wasn't wrong. He is young,
right? Because see, I really know they was playing poker when they asked him about 12, and then he started talking about build from the inside out. I mean, from the outside in. I like,
Tobin's our touchdown leader.
Yeah, Shotty's communication skills are so good that he will fool you.
Supreme.
I mean, he talk. I mean,
that boy would turn the tangent line to the main line.
The way you get him to tell the truth, if you ask him an indirect question and let him talk.
Yeah.
So like when they asked him an indirect question, they said, "What do you want your identity, your offense to be?" See, that was indirect. Yeah. When you ask him indirect, he started elaborate. He said physical. That was the first thing out of his mouth. Then he started talking about controlling the line of scrimmage. Then he started talking about the coaches they brought in for the offensive line. Everything was talking about trenches, run game.
Yeah,
everything.
And the 30 visits they brought in every receiver that everybody liked.
Yeah, and I don't even think that's a smoke screen. I think you want me to tell you what I really think going on? I think Shotty is not finna get it how he would want it. I think Steven and Jerry is thinking budgets, and they go override him. You know what I'm saying? I think this is gonna be, hey man, we gotta we can't go
for a cheap weapon.
Yeah, we want to get, and the league is doing this. This is a league trend. Ever since the receiver prices have ballooned, they've been running to get these guys out the draft because then you own them for 5 years.
Yeah,
and this ain't just Cowboys. The league is doing this. That's why it was so many of them drafted last year. Yeah. And I think that trend will continue to receiver market come back down.
Chase was the perfect example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Higgins too. They paid them both at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how I know Shotty wants to go trenches, it's not even when they asked him about receiver, he named guys in particular. Oh, we need to develop. He named names. They asked him about the trenches, he's like, oh, we need to get better. Nobody like he just said we need to get better. Yeah. Like, and it's not when he said get better, he ain't talking about development. Because that's what people don't understand. In the trenches, you can only develop so much. Either you got it or you don't.
For so long.
Yeah. It ain't receiving. We can't. The jug machine can save you. If you ain't big and fast enough, you just ain't big and fast enough. Straight up.
Another thing that people talk about is when they asked him about the East, he talked about the trenches on both sides. On both sides.
He got his eyes. Everybody else
because he done seen it.
He sees it. I see it.
Bro.
G fam, I see it. I'm trying to tell everybody, I see that. Look, I sent Boss some research and I put some positions that the rich, I call it the rich get richer. There's some positions that if y'all better pay attention. If the Giants walk out of there with another D tackle and a loaded D tackle class, y'all better wake up.
That's why I've been telling people rent the receiver this year. Rent them. You can go get you Keenan Allen. You can go get Amari Cooper right now, and it would allow you to draft the best player. You wouldn't be going in there with what you call a sugar eye.
Right.
Sugar eye. You hungry. And see that, Em said it best, man. Kids go eat sugar whenever they want. Whenever you can feed a kid sugar, he go take it. But Em was like, but when you got to get them what they need, like peas, you got to play games with them. Yeah.
Wow.
So man,
They don't want it.
yeah.
I watched both of my children this afternoon struggle to finish their meal, right? So I was like, hey, you hurry up and eat. I got something for you. You know, but it was a struggle. It was a clear struggle, right?
Yeah.
But when I went to the freezer and pulled out the ice cream bars,
Oh, they ate it.
and put it in front of them, they didn't struggle to eat that.
Mm-hmm.
It was- Next thing I heard, I'm done. Oh, you ain't struggle with that, huh? See, Cowboys Nation, I understand you are struggling with the concept of building the trenches. I get it. I know you want weapons. I do too. There's nothing wrong with weapons.
I do.
Absolutely nothing
We
wrong.
all want the weapon.
Oh, we all want it.
But
we
what
ain't talking
I
about
want y'all to understand is you're talking about positions that are dependent upon the play of others. Dak Prescott doesn't get a pass off if he doesn't have a clear pocket. He doesn't have the time to stand back there and pat the ball like quarterbacks do, because that's what quarterbacks do, okay? He ain't going to have time to stand back there and pat it if his line ain't worth a doggone. Your running back who's looking for holes to go through is going to need that road paved by some workers,
That's right.
some beasts, some dogs. That's what makes your game easier. Look, I get it. Brock Hoffman to me is a super solid backup in this league, right? And he can be serviceable. He can fill in. I want to put you in this mindset, okay? Amp is the product and the son of two teachers, right? And when y'all went to school, we all had different types of teachers, right? You had your regular teachers, okay? And then when your teacher's out, what happens? Who you got?
The sub.
Right, but guess what? There's different types of subs. Steve, I had a teacher who, when I was in 12th grade, she was pregnant and missed most of the year, right? So what did they do? They didn't just bring in any type of sub. They brought in what you call a long-term sub. And for me, that's what Brock Hoffman is. He's a long-term sub. He ain't a sub that's going to get burnt out after 1 or 2 days. He might ride with you for a month and be like, okay, I'm done. And then you got to bring in another long-term sub. But I said all that to say, Hoffman is your long-term sub. I want a permanent teacher at that position.
Ooh.
Whew.
It ain't gonna happen now.
I'll go next. Yeah, y'all know I've been team trenches and everything like that, but I'm gonna address the team weapons real quick. I really stand by it. I'm gonna tweet this. Look, I really hate that receiver is a need because it's really gonna clog our board. It's doing a detriment more than it is doing a service to us. Because if we don't get it in the first round, we almost have to in the second round. But it's going to be corners there. It's going to be D tackles there, linebackers there. You know, it's just so many other things that we need to improve this team all around. And I just feel like y'all doing like this. Like, I'm in the process, you know, I'm trying to lose weight. And I do this thing called intermittent fasting. When I stop eating at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and I start back eating at noon the next day. But I face this every day. What I do as soon as I get close to 12, you know, be 11 o'clock, I'm like, ooh, can't wait, I can eat. But I start thinking about everything. I'm finna eat an egg with a fried chicken and a sandwich and everything like that. And me and my wife always say the same thing, like, hey, chill out. You're eating with your eyes. You're eating with your eyes. Because when you get all that food, you're not gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? And then also I think when I say about sugar don't cure hunger. See, y'all want sugar, but sugar don't cure hunger. Sugar make you more hungry.
Actually, it does.
It actually does. That's why it's bad for you. Because you consume more than what you're supposed to get your proteins and your vegetables, and you will be good for the long run.
That's what we get.
I just want you to eat your vegetables, Cowboy Nation. I see the writing on the wall. I know people love Brock Hoffman. I know people are pushing this other guy. I like the kid too, but he been out of football. But guess what? We can't put band-aid situations on dams. We can't do that. We gotta go in and fix the dam. We gotta do that because when it blow, it blow. I love Hoffman to death. I love a dam, Hoover Dam. I love Hoffman to death.
Can't put
I do. I love the highlight.
Damn.
I love the highlight he put out. I love everybody, throwing these stats at me that I will never use to validate O-line play. You gotta show me. But I'm gonna just keep it a bean with y'all. Me, OC, and Vach all see the same thing. There's a clear cap with Hoffman. A clear cap. And I don't want to get into the next season. We get our weapon because I'm telling you right now, if we get the Ted and everything like that, and Hoffman not doing his job, y'all gonna be right back here saying, "Damn, the O-line didn't block. Damn, we ain't have enough time." I'm trying to save that, and also I'm fighting a bigger battle. I don't want to throw the ball no more. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to throw the damn ball no more. See, but I wish Coach Marv was here. Coach Marv, I really love our conversations because honestly, Cowboy Nation, y'all are to blame for this 30-year drought too. Because of y'all don't want to look in the mirror and tell the real. We won Super Bowls in the 90s. Yes, I wasn't even born yet. Mama in the chat, I wasn't even conceived yet. But we were doing stuff that was boring. Y'all don't want to be boring no more. Let's be honest with you. Y'all don't want to be the low cook and everything like that. Y'all want what's exciting. I understand that. Y'all want to sell jerseys and want to go to the game and get excitement. That's what, and that's the thing. Y'all are fiending for hope and hopium. What did Tuck been preaching? I'm gonna get you now. That another pill of hopium is selling this excitement back to you when it's not the winning formula, and we know it. We know we need to be born. The entire NFC East, y'all see the weapons, but Philly got to the Super Bowl the most boring way possible.
Boring as hell,
and they won. So, and my final words is y'all need to look in the mirrors. We're gonna go into this draft. We're gonna do all this homework. I'm gonna be rooting for the weapon, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna break down this O-line more than ever. You gonna know all my thoughts. So we do this for the first blame and last congratulator, man.
You close it out, boss, or what?
No, Amp go close it.
Okay. Let me go here. The DC universe over the years has been a collection of some of the greatest Dallas Cowboy content creators in the country. Let's just be honest with you. Everybody is free. They're not. We're not getting paychecks from the Dallas Cowboys, which allows us to be totally free in our opinions and our analysis and theories. Everybody that you see on this camera right now are what I considered, and I'm quite sure most of you consider, some of the best in the game. There are many others, as you already know, that we could fill up these boxes like the Brady Bunch, have about 9 or 10 people on here, and everybody will cook, just like you just heard Lou and Amp cook. And you see in the chat, some of our other brothers here, Henny's there.
He ain't hit the link though, scary ass.
Oh wow. He's in there, one of the best.
Talking shit in the chat.
But this is what I'm gonna say. And you're about to witness on this draft show coming up the quality and the depth of what we're capable of doing and what we do on a regular show. However, none of that means nothing if Jerry and Stephen Jones, who I believe that was Lou that said that, or Boss said it, that they're gonna override Schottenheimer. If they have the same mentality that they've had for the last God knows how many years, all our work is gonna be is gonna tick us off, and it's gonna tick you off. I'm more worried about Jerry and Steven here because at this point, I'm still saying the same thing. I hope they don't get it wrong at 12. You see what I'm saying? I'm still saying that. Like, go ahead. I'm still saying I hope that they get it right at 12. And as long as I'm saying that, it's because of being hurt by these guys so much. So really, I don't have nothing more. We've done our homework. We've studied the film. We've done it all. I'm just worried about Steven and Jared messing this thing up slowly but surely. Whether it's the first round or like Lou said, if you pick the wrong person, you're gonna be reaching in the final rounds to try to get something that you should have got in the first place. So I'm worried about that, and that's really my little final word. Let's hope Steven and Jared have learned from their counterparts as general managers in the league. Let's hope they learn from Philly. Let's hope they learn from the Rams. Let's hope they learn from everybody there. And hopefully, let's hope that they learn from us as they listen. With Henny coming on with this green T-shirt on, I don't know what, he ain't dressed with Paul, but that's my brother there. I love him to death. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I came on here because I seen evil just manifesting on my TV screen, man. I was chilling. I was having a great night with my wife. We were parlaying. Last of Us just came out. We had started watching.
You look like you feeling good, boy.
So listen, man.
My dog.
Hey, my dog feeling good. I see it on you, boy.
Hey, I just came in to say this, man. I seen the Legion of Doom. The Legion of Doom has formed against wide receivers, and I see it all up here, man. I see Amp up here. I see Lou. I see my boy Boss in here, man. And y'all up here shooting at the wide receivers, man. So let me tell you something. Man. There are key. You describe wide receivers as sugar, Lou, and that's just something I ain't gonna have. Because in a league where you pass the ball 60% of the time, wow. In the league where you pass the ball 60% of the damn time, the people that catch the ball are a vital function. Listen, the wide receiver may not be the heart, but they down shoulder level. And you're gonna be somewhere hooked up to an IV. If you ain't got no good wide receiver play, man. He said Henny drinking his own product. Nigga, hey, listen, I'm just telling y'all how what I'm saying here. Oh, you're a police officer. I came on here because they were drunk.
You arrest your ass.
Hey, nah. Listen. I'm just telling y'all this, man. When y'all talk about this wide receiver, and y'all just act like they don't matter at all.
Who said that, bro?
The importance. Hold on. Y'all undermining the importance of the skill position.
No, we not.
You are. You definitely are. Because listen, every single position is codependent. You were just sitting here talking about Dak Prescott. Oh man, you ain't got no offensive line. Oh, you can't get the ball off. If them niggas don't get open, you don't get the ball off either. There's such a thing called a coverage sack. And when your wide receiver
coverage sacks in the league,
a lot.
No,
a whole lot. Especially with your especially if they don't see it. You can have coverage sacks, and you can have quarterback that cannot decipher the defense at all.
Keystone the drinking too, though. Keystone the drinking too. That's why he say he's straight. He's straight.
Yeah, I'm parlaying. And listen, I don't even drink no more. So that's why I know y'all up here perpetrate. See.
All right, here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, let me put my.
I don't know where that slur come from. It's a slur on you though. You're a little different today, dog.
Oh, nigga, no, that's that.
Oh, don't confess. Don't confess though. Don't confess.
That boy got the glow.
Don't confess.
See, I got the glow, man. See, I must be living right or something, man. Because apparently y'all just see my aura at this point. So they ain't no glow, man. It's just God-given aura just leaping from my body right now, man. But I came in rare form to save the wide receiver position, man. Because y'all trying to crucify them. It's a Sunday, y'all trying to crucify wide receivers. We ain't having it, man. He said, "What's up, guys? Let's go, Cowboys." Listen, man. And listen, I understand where y'all coming from, but I'm trying to see why y'all only pushing for offensive line in the first round. Y'all ain't came on here with no other alternatives. I ain't heard about nobody else. Y'all ain't told me about none of these other premium offensive linemen in the draft. Y'all just shooting for the first round prospects. Why does everybody else gotta be peeping out alternatives and plan B's and stuff? Y'all ain't did that for the offensive line. Like nobody else can come in and be an upgrade. If Brock Hoffman is so bad, like y'all trying to paint it out to be, if Brock Hoffman is a backup Surely you could find a replacement for him. Surely there's a Cooper Beebe. Cooper Beebe was a 3rd round pick, was he not?
Cooper B was a 1st round talent. That was the first guard taken off the board. Y'all keep walking into that.
No, I don't care.
Every time he walked into that.
3rd round. I don't give a damn. He
That was a
BB brought world peace. He brought pure world peace to us, bro. You know that. That's the only pick that we universally all love. It was not one mad person.
And you got him in the 3rd round.
Yeah, but hey, see, y'all do that same thing with Landon Dickinson. See, y'all try to act like Philly they had them 1st rounders. We got a Philly guy right now that'll tell you in the chat that been keeping it 100 the entire time. That Dickinson had a top 10 grade, and you acting like that he didn't punish the league on that.
So last time I checked, you always bring up AJ Brown. He had a 1st round grade, but you always parade him around like was one of your 2nd round wide receivers. So don't do that.
There's a Philly fan right there. Gee,
but we saying the same thing on that. It's basically the same thing. You ain't contradict me. You actually aided my point, acting like you talked against it.
Here we go. You keep bringing up AJ Brown and all these other guys in the 2nd round when you know damn well they had 1st round grades.
He not even savage, Andrew. He not savage. He actually.
Hold on.
Let me tell you one thing about him. Let me tell you one thing about him. He not savage. He's actually immoral. See, y'all forgot about the time. Yeah, very. You forgot about the time when it was 4-1 on me. See, I let him get some. I let him come in at the end. I had to fight them for a whole 2 hours, and they supposed to have been moderators and fair judges, and they end up being crooked officers. Yeah, him and Landlord. Landlord was literally a dope dealer judge. You're like, how you gonna sell dope in the trap house and be the judge at the same time? Him and Henny start hollering objection at the same time for absolutely nothing. It is nothing savage about Henny right now.
Hey, hold on, you were doing too good. We had to step in. You were doing too good. Like it wasn't the same. You were beating them up. we had to slide in.
But as an Eagles fan, answer who was more of an MVP? Yo, Devontae Smith and AJ Brown or that O-line last year?
Saquon Barkley, because they O-line.
This boy is capping.
I'm telling you the truth.
No, the fuck you not.
Yes, I am.
You're not telling the truth because you know Saquon.
Are you gonna let me talk?
No, because you didn't even want Saquon when he was with the Giants. You didn't want him. You only wanted him after he got behind the offensive line.
Niggas, Saquon Barkley was an all-pro with the Giants too. What we talking about? Saquon Barkley was a generational prospect at the running back position. We're not gonna rewrite history because he played for the Giants.
When healthy.
That boy was hurt I wonder why he was hurt, Henny.
And why did we only see that level of Saquon? What made that level of Saquon come out? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. What made that version of Saquon come out? Why did we never see that with the Giants?
Why he get excited? Why he get excited?
Why did he just become like? Why did he almost? I was asking one more question and then you got it. I was asking one more question, then I let you have it. Why did Saquon almost break Dickinson record, which is 35 years old or 40 years old? What about Saquon just made that happen? Be honest.
No, are you gonna let me answer the question in entirety? Because one, when he played over there with the Giants, I will agree they had a lesser offensive line, but they also did not have any skill positions to stretch anybody out. They out there loaded the box. And they hold on. You can't do the same thing in Philly. They had one-on-one opportunities out there with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. So guess what? We actually did see Saquon get shut down in the Super Bowl, but they had outside weapons to complement that. But my point being is this: that you cannot attack and game plan the same way that the Giants, when he was over there with the Giants, he did with Philly. It's a different scenario. Better quarterback play, different play calling, actually focus on getting him the ball more often. And he had outside weapons over there, so it was like a pick your poison type of scenario when you actually try to game plan for them. You either load the box and try to slow down Saquon Barkley, or you play two high safety shells and try to prevent the pass. You couldn't do both, and because they were so deadly over there, they could take advantage of you either way. But I'm not trying to undermine the Philly offensive line. Like, they got a good line, but y'all keep acting like Saquon Barkley wasn't the difference. They had a better line last year when they still had the all-pro center and everybody else over there. They had a better line, and they were one and done without Saquon Barkley ass over there. They've had good running backs before
You're forgetting one big point.
No, I'm not. You're
forgetting one big point with that year.
You're gonna let me finish my point before you.
They weren't committed to run the ball during that Brian Johnson year. They were committed to the weapons actually on Brian Johnson and Brian Johnson year.
You gonna let me finish the point because you just trying to throw me off. You're trying to throw off my train of thought because I'm kicking your ass right now. But point being, what I was talking about before I was so rudely interrupted. The Dallas, their offensive line actually got worse. Their Hall of Fame center retired, and they signed a failure off of the streets to play guard at a new position. Nobody would check for Mekhi Becton like that before he came revitalize his career over there with the Philadelphia Eagles. He was considered a fucking bust, and y'all know he was considered a bust.
A bust tackle.
Yeah, he was a bust tackle. Now listen, I don't even know they ever tried to make guard. So kudos to them over there in Philly for making that change for him because it saved his career. But point being, they had a lesser line and better results because of the running back they had, which is true. You can go look at it. They had a lower graded line in every aspect this year than what they did the previous year, and they were better for it because they had Saquon Barkley.
Now look, see, that's why I can't deal with the grades. See, you're saying the line was better last year. I'm telling you what. So first of all, Miles Sanders still rushed for 300. What was different last year from this year?
He rushed for 1,300 and 13 touchdowns.
What was the difference is they had a commitment to the run game this year. That's what killed them. G-Fan will tell you it killed them last. Brian Johnson derailed their season by throwing the damn ball. Actually, by throwing the damn ball, because if you run the ball, you'll get more from that. And funny enough, when they literally tied Kellen Moore hands behind his damn back with that Waffle House damn call sheet, they told him, yeah, throw away all them damn pass plays, run the ball. That was the difference this past year. They actually were committed to running the ball and did it relentlessly. And you're seeing in the Super Bowl, the difference was they started passing the ball. Well, both teams stopped each other.
Yes.
But they neutralized both sides. The Kansas City had a good running team coming in. They neutralized both sides. But what was the difference of both sides? One team held up in pass protection because they were both getting after each other in terms of sacks. Because Mahomes was running for his life, and then Chris Jones was coming along like a little fire. The Eagles' O-line just held up more.
And then this is where Henry was capping because there's a lot of emphasis on A.J. Brown and D. Smith, like they was the ones who carried the team that far. Yeah, they was the ones who got the cereal at the end on one-on-one coverage in the Super Bowl. But let's be honest, it was a reason why A.J. Brown was reading books on the sideline and always talking about Kellen Moore because it wasn't them that was getting them there. It wasn't. It was that offensive line and Saquon. It was both of them together.
They still arguing about it today.
It was. Listen, it was a reason why AJ Brown was literally fussing at Nick Sirianni in the Super Bowl because it was a lot of times they was ignored all the way there. So everybody trying to get them weapons to credit. It wasn't the weapons at all, really. It was all on that offensive line in Philly, but they did put the last piece of bread on that sandwich. They did. They had to make the plays on 1-on-1, and they did. I'm not going to take away from that. But at the same time, it was them focusing on their bread and butter, which gave them that 1-on-1, right? They had to really sell out to stop the run, which gave them 1-on-1s. So it's one of those things. I'm going to go ahead and get my final words right now. This shows everything we've been saying. This whole war that we keep having is not really Henry's fault. It's not our fault. We fighting about two good options because our front office didn't never rent the weapon going in. Like, I looked at all the offseason moves of all these different teams. Washington went and got Debo early in free agency. If we would have went ahead and just took a receiver too, even right now, we ain't having no fight about this at all. It would be world peace. So the only reason we having this fight is because honestly, our front office didn't take care of our best needs. That's just being honest with you. Because if they did, you wouldn't be talking about weapons like this. If we had Keenan right now or Mari, you wouldn't be saying a damn thing about no weapon. But the only reason you talking about weapon and you come in here to fight dirty in headbutt and all the stuff that you do, Henny, is because you thirsty and you hungry like most people. And I understand that. We got a reason to be. We need it. It's our number one need. I get it. But it's making you dirty, bro. It's making you nefarious. All the words that you hate with landlord, You doing it, man, and you betraying you betraying us, bro, and you betraying yourself.
No, you have betrayed us because the last time I checked, man. Matter of fact, y'all gonna start hating on Brock Hoffman. Which one of y'all niggas want to bet $100? He have a good season, man. I bet y'all $100 right now. He win the job. He gonna have
what's a good season? Define it.
You want to set the parameters? I'll let you set the parameters because
he becomes the bona fide starting guard of the future. I bet you $100 on that.
Virtual handshake. My nigga.
This is one thing I do want to say real quick. Also, my real true final word. First of all, we got this dope draft show coming. It's gonna be the same crew and more. Said we're gonna be fully unified. So y'all make sure y'all come back for that. I'm excited for that. Number 2. I forgot number 2.
This is my boy right there.
I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired, man. I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
I'm sleeping. Yeah.
Putting in that work today.
Yeah,
y'all.
they've been yeah.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come back.
Hey, listen, y'all need to give off some love right now, man. I seen some of the behind the scenes stuff this man coming with, man, and he finna shut the internet down with this draft show, man. I'm telling you that right now. So if y'all ain't doing nothing, I don't care if you got something to do. I took off work to be here for the draft show, nigga. So y'all can do something. Y'all can make sure that y'all be there. Show support, show some love, man. We gonna rock out and we gonna bring it in the right way, man.
Oh, I remember now. It came to me. Thank you. You bought me time. This is why I'm gonna tell y'all a reason why Lou and the OC and Watch. I'm gonna tell you why their opinions together matter. Because Lou, he did a film breakdown on Sadiq Charles, right? Mm-hmm. And so I called him. I said, "Man, you sound like you like him, bro. You know, you sound like you like him." And he said, "Yeah, I do. From 2 years ago, I do. You know, I don't know what he's gonna be now, but from 2 years ago." It looked like he could have ended up being a good quality starter, right? The OC, we finna release a film breakdown. They never talked to each other. Said the exact same thing. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm noticing a pattern with him and OC. It's like if they calling you a backup, they seen it the same and they didn't talk about it. When they saying they both talked very good about Sadiq. You know what I'm saying? They was like, if he can get back to the form where he was starting to really kind of grow from where he was at Washington, he said that could be a decent starter for you. You know what I'm saying? And I was happy to hear that, you know what I'm saying, coming from them too. But when they also saying that Hoffman is a backup to them, and they keep saying the same things over and over together without talking to each other, it makes me take them a little bit more serious. That's my final word. And Henny, you lost, man.
Nah, I never lost a day in my life. And
All
that actually means that they be wrong in unison. So, you know, we just gonna pray about this shit.
That boy dirty. That boy dirty.
So, you know,
that boy dirty.
But listen, Lou, when I get my $100 from you, man, I just want to let you know I'm not gonna spend on anything important. I'm just gonna blow that shit. I'm gonna go buy gun food. I'm gonna go buy figurines. I'm gonna pay for gas or even go in my car. I'm gonna go get some bullshit gas. I can't even put that in that Bronco.
Look at Banzo. That's
said, "Boss, tell Aaron to release the white." Hold on, what he said?
He said Brock got Luka legs.
He said Hoffman is training and
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And see, listen, man. That's
Good.
why I don't lie on players, man. That's why I don't lie, because I want them motivated, bro. Like when I talked about Elam, and I said he need to get with a track coach. Guess what? He working with a track coach. But if I be up here giving y'all what I call like content that's sugar ass content or positivity pampers, then what's gonna get them motivated, man? I ain't finna lie. I'm telling y'all, man, I ain't finna lie to keep y'all happy, man. I'm sorry. So yeah, if we say if this is what people saying about him, I want him motivated to prove people wrong. That's exactly what you want. Positivity pampers ain't gonna do that. Trust me. But yeah, I hope Elam heard me say he need to get with a track coach, because guess what? That's what he doing. If everybody else would have had him out there not doing that shit, because nobody was saying that but me, I was the only one that said, man, I don't care what none of them dudes saying. I watched 7 games of this dude. I'm not finna feed y'all no positivity bullshit. I'm finna tell you straight up, that dude need to get with a speed coach, and he with one. And that's gonna make our team better. Not trying to make y'all feel better. So it's what it is. So yeah, if Hoffman is working hard because of the talk, that's what all of us want. Real talk.
Real talk.
Because the damn Jones show ain't gonna give him no damn competition, which I hate.
Who?
So we gotta
Talk about the boy they brought in from Miami.
hey man, we gotta get after his
Yeah,
final word.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody,
But yeah,
see, I know you ready to do a 2-hour show here, you know what I'm saying? I know you ready to do a whole new 2-hour show here, and you my dog, and you could. But see, we already was at the end of the show, bro. You feel me? So we gonna go ahead and let my boy close it out. It's truly his final word. I would let you get a final word, but I know you're gonna be sneaky, dog. I know you're gonna be sneaky. Go ahead and get your final word, bro. But if you start sneak this and at all, I'm gonna hit this button.
Go ahead and let Amp cook, man.
No, he gotta finish it out because I know you're gonna say something dirty, man. Go ahead.
Well, I got listen. You see the power of wide receiver. They up here trying to censor us. They out here trying to suppress us. They out here doing everything in their power to keep this message from going, man. I am pro wide receiver at 12 because listen, all jokes aside, I do believe it's one of the most important positions to fill at 12 just because of the scarcity of it in this draft. I really pushed for wide receiver hard last year because it was a very, very good wide receiver class, and the Dallas Cowboys refused to actually do it. So last year, there were 10 wide receivers taken before pick 37.
True.
If something like that happened this year, it'll be catastrophic, and you
That's
might
right.
as well not even draft one. Jalen Tolbert will be your wide receiver 2 heading into the season, and that scares me. That scares me a lot. I really do believe in Brock Hoffman. I also believe that he has the work ethic. He's still fairly young. He's only 25 years old, man, if I'm not mistaken. So Brock Hoffman still has room to grow. I like his tenacity. I like some of the things he brings to the table. And, you know, in the games he played, he graded out well, only gave up a handful of pressures, only gave up one sack. Now, I am a guy that believes in results. I know it's not always pretty. I know there's some technical things he need to work on and clean up, but I believe that he can do that. So, you know, that's why I'm willing to put my money behind it.
I got sick of him. No, I'm hating, bro. I'm hating, bro. I'm hating, bro. I'm
No,
hating.
good.
wow.
Now,
I'm
listen,
hating, bro.
you good, because listen, I ain't gonna skip a beat. I always believe, man, when you stand by something and you have conviction, you put your money where your mouth in, man.
That's
Talk
right.
is cheap. You know, that's why broke niggas talk a lot. So I put my money where my mouth is because I believe in Brock Hoffman, man. So I believe that he will be a good starter. And I believe he will have a good season. I also believe in the track record of these last offensive linemen that left, got better coaching elsewhere, and succeeded. The Connor Williams, the McGoverns, the Tyler Biotis. Like we've seen these interior offensive linemen go elsewhere and flourish. So that's one of the reasons why I'm happy to have Clayton in here. I understand that that coaching matters. I understand that player development is a real thing. And that's one of the reasons why I really want Brock Hoffman to get his opportunity, because I believe we wasted some decent interior offensive linemen just because they weren't future Hall of Famers. Now, listen, I understand where y'all coming from because the trenches are very important. If Dak Prescott is on his back, the ball is not going to anybody. But at the same token, I also believe your offensive line is not as far off as we let it believe, based on what we've seen at the back half of the season, based on the overall production. And there was an offensive line that finished in the top 10 in run block win rate. Boss, you preached heavily early on in the season about the attempts being the reason why the Dallas Cowboys were losing, why the Dallas Cowboys run game was non-existent. You preached about the attempts, right? We saw Big Duke Merriweather come out here with receipts showing there were running lanes and places for the running backs to go with the football, and they were missing it. He was calling people out left and right. So my point is this: I believe y'all really want this because y'all want the betterment of the team. I believe that y'all believe that from the bottom of y'all hearts. I just believe that we're so used to having nothing but All-Pro and Pro Bowl and Hall of Fame caliber offensive linemen that when a guy that is an okay starter is there, we look at him like a red-headed stepchild. I believe that to be true. Not just with y'all, but I believe that to be the case with a lot of the fan base. But my final word is this, man. Wide receiver 12. And then you can get.
I thought that was your final word.
It is.
Final word.
Hey, I am rounding it out.
You mean like taking it over?
No, listen. Y'all heard 2 hours of hating shit about wide receiver. Y'all can listen to like another minute of some positive shit about wide receiver, how they gonna save your season. So listen, man. If you want to win, come on in. Wide receiver at 12, or we all burning hell. Because we know for a fact, if they miss out on a wide receiver, Jalen Tolbert will not deliver you from evil. Jalen Brooks will be right there with you in hell with gasoline draws. Right, because he is also at fault in a sinner. He has sinned against your eyes, tripping and falling on routine routes. He has sinned against you all, putting out that bullshit ass tape that boy got. So what I would tell you, man, get you a wide receiver at 12, and I'll get you an offensive lineman in the field. I'm nice about it.
Oh my God.
God bless America.
And that's why we can't get a lineman later on, y'all. Because y'all ain't gonna want to give him in the second. Y'all want to give him in the fifth. So.
Disrespectful to offensive lineman. Let me kick myself.
Atrocious. My dog Henny, brother, I love you, man. Boy, you different, dog. You different. But after hearing everything, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Someone great once said 2 things can be true. And you heard the arguments. And when you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, right? And you look at how that team was constructed, and you look at the level of success that they had, right? You could actually insert the Cowboys' problem currently as a parallel. And on one side, I see people hollering for weapons. Got to get weapons in here, right? And then there's another side that says, no, you need to build this thing from the front first, from the trenches. And then you ask yourself, why did they have the level of success they did? Well, we actually had some of their fans in here on this evening, and they provided their input as well. And what I liked about what that brother said is he was honest, and he said, the team's success was because of what? Was because of who? He credited Saquon. He credited the line, right? But there's another side to it too. Yes, the run game drastically helped Philadelphia, right? But there was one benefit that Saquon had, actually a couple, that he had in Philly that he didn't have in New York. Better offensive line, we all will agree. But to Henny's point, he had other weapons too that actually helped him take some of that pressure off of him to where it's, I ain't got to be the only show in town. Everywhere you go, when you're on the interstate and you get off on an exit and you see a McDonald's, what's next to it? The rival, the competition. You got your Burger Kings. You got your Chick-fil-A's. They partner together. So guess what? McDonald's line might not be flooded. Burger King's line might not be flooded. Chick-fil-A line, it's always flooded. It is what it is. But I digress. I said all that to say the way Philly built their team is something that I have been talking about for a while. And that is making your team bulletproof and foolproof. Guess what? If you decide you want to go one high and bring everybody in, we throwing it over your head. You decide you want the 2 high shell and play everything underneath, we're going to eat you up that way. So Philly actually created in their offensive scheme a natural pivot to where whatever it is that you take away, we still going to be able to do the other one. Because guess what? Saquon didn't have that great of a game in the Super Bowl. But they stayed committed to him, and it helped benefit them in the passing game. See, that's what you want. You want to have the best of both worlds. But I'm going to tell y'all, it starts up front. So I don't care if it's Tet McMillan, your rims be spinning, or the TV spinning. I'm taking Booker at 12. I don't care if it's Luther Burden, your jaws be hurting, or your mama be out late working. I'm taking Booker at 12. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Till your good becomes your better, and your better becomes your best. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, y'all be blessed.